All right. What is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings on this Memorial Day. Somebody was trying to argue that today's Labor Day. I was like, what?
What?
I was like, look at your phone. I think they got the 2 days confused.
So I bet there was no telling them otherwise, right?
It was on Instagram. They had like the little, they put the little logos and stuff like Happy Labor Day. I was like, ain't it Memorial Day?
Do you guys know the difference?
Well, Labor Day isn't for like the workers, for like laborers with like unionizing and stuff like that, and Memorial Day is obviously for
people that fought in wars and were part of the armed forces.
Isn't it like killed in action? Is it also missing in action too? I think MIA, KIA kind of soldiers. But either way, both days people like to barbecue. So I guess for majority of Americans, they kind of do the same. But hope you guys had a good one.
I barbecued yesterday, so I made sure that we were good to go. It was fun. It's fun. And then actually I went out and shot some fireworks off with my girls right now, because they were literally, when I was doing the review of the Devil Behind the Silver Door, they came down and said, let's go. So I was like, I guess I'm going to go do that right now. Fine. So
gotta go.
Yeah, I was in chill mode all day today. I took it easy. Didn't do anything today, and it was kind of glorious. Was telling Tank I did this street festival on Saturday, and then yesterday went out for a little bit, and then got home early. And today was just a chill day.
That's what it is, man. Yeah, this whole weekend I try to take it easy, give my knee a break, kind of let it heal up. So, but back at it tomorrow. It's gonna suck. Oh man. Now I was gonna barbecue there, and then that's the worst thing is like, I went to go get my propane tank and it was empty. I was like,
oh yeah,
that was fine. It was hot as shit out anyway. I didn't want to. I was like, I guess I gotta do it inside with the AC on.
It was like 85 degrees.
That's especially my backyard, like, so the sun just beats down on it, and then I have a brick house that just like holds in all that heat. So every time I walk by the back door, it's just like feels like I'm walking by the sun. It's just like you're like burning.
Sound like you're a vampire.
Yeah, pretty much. If it's over 80, it's too hot. Oh man. What's up, Julia? Over on the vert. What's going on? But yeah, let's get some of these comments. We're gonna talk about Mandalorian and Grogu. We're gonna talk about Man on Fire. Finally, get into that. So I know Mama Bear is happy about that one. And we got the new Spider Noir that we didn't check out last week, and also I think the day after we reviewed The Boys, the next day I think we weren't live, but the Vault Rising trailer came out. So, so I'm really,
which I didn't watch. I was waiting until we watched it together. So
yeah. So yeah, and then obviously we're gonna hang out with you guys, do what you guys are saying. Let's go through some of these comments. We got Teague coming in. Said, have you seen the Vampire Lestat season 1 extended look? Michael,
I have not.
Over at 780. Yeah,
788 right now.
Yeah, and climbing. Star Wars Mando at 165. The IMAX up for sale is interesting. I just saw that today. I didn't even know that was a thing. Because I thought AMC owned IMAX.
I guess you gotta make money somewhere.
Yeah,
because you don't see IMAX anywhere else. I mean, we have Cinemark, we have Marcus Cinema. I don't see it anywhere else.
Yeah, they all have their own versions of it. Like Marcus has their Screen XL or something like that. Cinemark has their own. So they all have their own version of, big screens. I always thought IMAX was owned by, but it's licensed to the third party AMC and Regal and stuff. So. Yeah, that's interesting. I gotta look more into that. But yeah. Definitely excited about the Lestat though.
Let's see the first look.
Absolutely, we're almost there.
It's like literally right down around the corner. I was watching it on AMC Plus, and it's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So even if
you're
like
stuff coming out, yeah, over those coming days, because we have Lestat, Scary Movie, Masters of the Universe comes out. That I think that week, right?
Yeah. I think all the same week
for that week.
I think so.
Yeah,
like a 20 or 22nd or whatever that weekend is. Wow. Yeah. And also AMC has a deal going on right now. $30 for a whole year. For the year. That's pretty good. I don't know what else is worth it besides Lestat. I'm
literally watching something right now
on AMC.
Yeah, Terror, the devil behind by the silver door. Like I'm literally doing that right now.
Is that's on AMC? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because I think I told you when I saw you and Anzo doing it. I didn't even know they made another season of the Terror.
Yep.
And I was like, because I loved the first two, so I definitely gotta check out this the new season. Yeah. Yeah, the first two seasons were great.
It's actually, dude, it's phenomenal. I'm confused as hell, and this thing is really, really good. So me, Anzo, and Jen were talking about that earlier today, and I was like, man, this blew my mind. I was watching them with Ashley, and she was like, "What the hell is this?"
have you seen the first two seasons?
No, that's
no. I mean, you don't need to. They're anthology, so they're all their own little stories, So, but the first two seasons were really, really good. Really, really good. I think I forgot which one. I think the first one was World War II. Something involving World War II. Fuck, what was the second season? Damn, I can't remember. It was something about the Arctic. It was something that happened in the Arctic. Some crash in the Arctic. No, that the Arctic was season 1. Girl II was season 2.
This one right now is a guy. He's trying to be a good guy. Whatever. He's dating this girl. Female who has a baby's father. Baby's father comes out, pops up out of nowhere. He starts getting arguing with her, grabs her, was about to hit her. He comes out of nowhere and hits him. Police officers are there, undercover police officers are there. They try to grab him, right? He starts fighting all three of them because he just thinks he's about to get jumped by these people. Because he hit them, they're going to take him to jail. But instead, they didn't want to do the paperwork. They put him into an insane asylum, and basically he'll get off after the weekend.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
But the insane asylum, it's like Shutter Island almost. Like
it's very similar to that, but it's like very demonic type of stuff's going on, and he was supposed to be there for 2 days, but he has to comply to all the stuff that they do. They give him a drug the first night that knocks him out for 4 days, and he's stuck there. It's crazy. So the stuff that happens, it's really interesting. It really is.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm down. I might wait because I forgot how many episodes was 6. The first 2 seasons. Was it 6? Yeah.
Each one of them was 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So I might wait because the last season was 2018. So you're talking about like 8 years ago. 8 years ago. So and they didn't really promote. I didn't see anything with this new season. Like if it wasn't for you guys talking about it, I probably wouldn't know about it.
Jen told me about it, and we said, "Oh, that sounds really good." And we're like, "All right, let's check this out." In the first episode, I was hooked. I was like,
"Oh yeah,
watching this." That's it.
I would say if you have any free time, watch the first 2 seasons. But I know it's not going to be a lot of free time in the next months, of watching stuff. And
I'm gonna
between
be honest,
listen to
Dungeon Crawler Carl is still taking over so much.
Yep.
DCC is taking up so much of my damn time.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't get to do a lot of listening. So, but I think I'm on chapter 11 on the 4th book.
I am on chapter 2 in the 4th book.
Oh damn! You already went through the 3rd book.
The whole damn book. It's been 1 day.
Yeah. I can't because I'm trying to like listen, and then the kids are screaming, and I'm getting asked a million questions from Erica. So I was like, whatever. Like unless I'm doing the dishes or cooking, that's the only time I can like listen in the house. You know.
I went to work today just so I can spend 2 hours in the car so I can listen.
Listen to it. Yeah, the third one was really good. A lot of people didn't care for it, the third one, I guess supposedly, you know, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the third one. The Claudia and the Claudia thing was that's the thing that caught me off guard. I was like, I did not see that coming. I was like, what? You know,
I saw a lot of the stuff coming, but I bought something for you specifically. That's why I'm hoping that it comes in tomorrow, and then I could be able to drop this off to you because I think we'll be able to wear our stuff on Thursday.
Nice. Yeah. Wow. But speaking of real quick before we get going, I got a couple more that came in. This is random for issue 20. I liked it. I like the nice and dark one.
Yep. Then that's with the Robin on the right hand side, right?
Yeah, just the logo.
The logo, right? Yeah,
the R. And I mean, you got the mechs in the backing and stuff like that, but I like that one. It was cool. It was cheap. You got a really dope, you know. And then a rare variant for Superman.
I got that one too. You got that one? Yeah.
Because I don't get a lot of variants for Wonder Woman or Superman. One, they don't do a lot. But every so often there's a good one. Got to pick it up. Or retailer exclusive.
Retail exclusive, yes.
Yeah. All right, let's run through these. I was kind of marking them as we were talking. Did you guys read Absolute Green Arrow? I think it's Oliver. They Lazarus pit his ass because of whoever is not playing around.
Yep. Dude, it's crazy. It is dark.
It's violent.
This is shit.
It's violent.
I still gotta read it. I got it. I should have read comics today. I've just been lazy all day.
It's good.
I've been doing nothing.
That's good. Firestorm 2 is really good. I enjoyed that. We are talking about Absolute Batman. It was really good. But yeah, the Absolute Green Arrow is. I'm not a Green Arrow fan. That was a really good first issue.
Yeah. That was yeah. I almost spoiled the part, so I'm glad I didn't for Brandman. Because it's early on in the book, but you're just like, damn.
It's like page 4 or 5. Like it's
like he did what? So you're like, okay. Yeah. Immediately sets the bar of like, the tone of like, oh shit, this is what it's gonna be. Yeah, they told you Jason Todd Oliver after his crowbar moment. I think so. I'm really curious to see what happens. I'm really curious to see is it Oliver, because we don't know yet, you know, and I'm curious to see if it is what they did to bring him back. Did they Lazarus pit him? Is there something else? So I'm
really what's actually going on.
Yeah. Really curious. And I saw Ace saying about the red light therapy. So yeah, I did laser therapy on one of my really bad knee, and it didn't do nothing. I spent $1,000 out of my own money because insurance don't cover it, and it did nothing. but also my bad knee is really bad. Really bad. So I appreciate you letting me know though.
My hair is growing back and it's been itching like crazy. Like you can feel like you know what happens when you part your hair. A lot of spots, the places where you part don't grow hair, right? It's growing back and it's driving me insane. I'm like, oh my god, all this damn hair, new growth, dry. Thought I was too old.
Do you use anything like any kind of like oils or certain shampoos or something like that?
I've always used like Batana oil. I've been using that for even since I use reds and stuff like that.
I use that too. Which one are you using? The tea tree one?
So I've been ordering from this place in Brazil for the last 5 years. I mean, it's Colombian, but I've been ordering this place in Brazil for the last 5 years. So it's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I've been using. I actually just switched back to it.
Fernando.
Fernando. Tank don't have to worry about hair. His hair is so thick, like literally you can make a rope out of it. It's crazy.
All right, I need to get a haircut because it's like it's kind of crazy right now. Usually you could tell I need a haircut, not by my hair, but by my beard. My beard starts to get way too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But yeah, I mean, when I grew my hair out, I used oh damn, what was it? What kind of oil? It's been so long. It's like a fruit oil.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what fruit it was. I want to say banana, but I don't know if it was banana. But it smelled it was very fruity.
This is very not coconut, but like almost coffee. It smells like coffee.
Okay.
Dark, rich.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Like coffee. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, actually sounds pretty good. I drink like 5 coffees today.
I only had 2 today.
Oh man. I woke up. We got Fernando.
I have
Memorial Day. Mild Bear. Go, what you got?
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah, I haven't. I can't remember the last time I actually had coffee.
Oh man,
I can't remember the last day I did not
usually
have
good
coffee.
Same.
And I'm lucky, and I'm like one of the few who's like lucky enough to be able to kind of function without it. Thankfully.
Yeah.
So like I use what the hell's it called? Keto Bomb. Not all the time, but I use Keto Bomb for my creamer. And it's pretty good. You know, so it doesn't, low carbs, low fat, all that good stuff, and this and that. So when I'm at work, I try to use that when I can. But today I was like, I'm going creamer. We got a frother, that heats it up and froths it. That's what's up.
I always go high protein. High protein coffee. I need it. I want to know that I'm getting at least 30 grams of protein when I'm drinking my coffee. So yeah. And then I do double filtered milk. Double filtered protein milk.
Is that the Fairlife one?
Yep. Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
They actually sell that all
Fairlife is great. Yeah. Fairlife is awesome. That's the only one that I use.
My coffee keeps me functioning. Yeah. Like I like a lot of different brands, but Joffrey's is my favorite. The brand, like they work a lot with Disney. So whenever I go to Disney, it's like every day I need at least like 2 shaken Jamaicans. And oh man, those are like the best. Go to a Joffrey's restaurant or Joffrey's at Disney Springs or even in the parks and get a shaken Jamaican. That's the best. That's the best coffee drink I've had. It probably's got like a bazillion calories, but when I'm walking like 30 miles a day,
like who cares?
Exactly.
Whatever.
Oh man. All right. Keep going. Collector. What's up, Collector? I didn't know if you guys were going live tonight. Happy Memorial Day. Through you guys.
Thank you, Collector. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
Fernando said happy Memorial Day. I was like, I'm talking about comics. Not yet. No, we weren't talking about comics in the back. We were just all kind of running a little late. Oh man. So where else are we at? Where we at? Said Lawrence is in here. Isn't that
they're now in the finals. They swept the Cavaliers, so the Knicks are now in the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, they blew them out. It's crazy.
Yeah. Tony said my aunt barbecue a lot of meat. That's what's up.
I made 6 steaks,
PJ,
some sausage links, turkey sausage links. I had ribs, burgers. I made chicken skewers, and then make some kebabs. So that's some veggie kebabs on that too, and corn and baked beans and all that other stuff. So
nice.
There's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Oh man. Uh-oh. It was just me and Eric and the kids. So we just had a couple pub burgers. Pre like the pre-made ones from Pete's. They make great ones. They make like really great ones. That's a good I think it's like 93.7. Beef. So it's like super lean. But then we like throwing bacon. bacon and shit in it. So take away the like, oh, it's good, but then throw in bacon and all the other stuff. So
I had salmon burgers today.
Salmon burgers are good, man. People sleep on those.
Fire.
Oh man. So Julie said, "Do you swear?" Yeah, not crazy, but we do
every goddamn day.
From time to time, yeah.
Teek said, "Office Space was on repeat all day." Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
On Labor Day. That's funny. That's funny that's the movie. So he said yesterday was hotter than Meg Thee Stallion twerking in a tight dress in a warehouse with no AC. That does suck.
I love how oddly specific that was.
No, but you understood, right?
You know exactly
You
how
got
hot it was.
visualized. The heat is real.
Oh man. Yeah. Fernando's talking about Obsession, making a whole lot of money for a horror film. It's making a whole lot of money for independent, man. Like
so $750,000 to make, right?
Yeah.
It's already 100 times made this movie already in what, not even 10 days?
Like 2 weekends?
It's been 10 days today. 10 days today.
Yeah.
100 times your budget. And then it's still going.
Yeah. So this weekend made more money than last weekend. And I'm pretty sure next weekend is going to be kind of close to where it's at this weekend. Maybe a little bit of a drop, but but it was plus 39% because I looked at it earlier from last weekend. So it might drop maybe like 20%, maybe even from this week. So it's gonna hit 100 grand or 100 mil. I'm sorry, 100 mil, and like it might be the biggest profit like ever for a movie, possibly, because it's crazy.
I believe it's at 68, 69 worldwide.
Yeah.
That's nuts. But I think if it beats Michael next weekend, that just shows you how good it could be. And the fact they beat Michael this weekend was impressive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was crazy. Well, because we were looking at the numbers, and just for the 3-day weekend, I think it made 23 mil.
Yeah.
And then for the 4-day weekend, it made 30. So I was like, that means it made 7 mil just on Monday.
Yep.
People
are saying these things. They're saying what's going on. They're saying how you have to go see it.
Word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Word of mouth. People are talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. My sister texted me. She's like, "Did you see this?" I'm like, "Nah, yeah." She goes, "You got to see this." And I'm like, I plan on to. So yeah, it's just everybody's talking about it, and everybody's telling other people to go watch it. So
yeah, I was going to watch it at home. I'm watching at home. What I mean? I barely want to watch any scary movie ever. Once again, I don't know. Scary movies just not my thing. Like, why am I trying to deal with this stuff? I don't like demonic possessions. I don't like none of that stuff. If it's not like a guy I could beat up, we could fight straight up. Then I don't need that in my life. I don't need the devil. I don't need none of that in my life. Forget that.
Yeah, but it is. I'm gonna watch it this week, probably just like Brian at home for sure.
Nice.
We got
Lawrence. Copy, so I can tell you that it's a good copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched Passenger? I Love Boosters and
I
Mando
Love
and Grogu?
Booster. What the F is that?
I want to see it.
Dude,
I want to see it.
It's
so bad. It looks good.
Boots Riley makes the weirdest shit because he did freaking Sorry to Bother You a few years ago, which was one of the strangest things that I've ever watched. And then he did the Amazon Prime TV series I'm a Virgo, which I never finished because it was just weirding me out too much.
Yeah, I liked it though, but it was definitely interesting.
That
it was
dude,
different. It was very different.
That dude is freaking weird. Like he And that's not a knock against him because I like Boots Riley.
Drew.
I like a lot of
Drew.
like a lot of his music too. But yeah, that motherfucker is weird. There's no other way to put it. Like he's weirder than Tim Burton.
Oh, that's weird.
Saying something.
That's saying something. Tony's saying obsession is split among people on TikTok. Okay, I'm not on TikTok like that, so it's interesting because I feel like it's definitely a Gen Z kind of movie. At least that's like the vibe I'm getting from people talking about it. It's like, like it's geared more towards like the Gen Z generation. Yeah,
definitely not for me, but I'll go watch it anyway because of you guys.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, Brian, do you like slashers?
I don't mind slasher films at all. I'm more into slasher films than I am than demon possession, those scary movies, things like that. So
like that. And then Lauren said, I love Boosters Wacky. That's a movie you smoke. You were like, well, nice. Good to know.
It seems that way, right? Because it's like they're like boosters that then go into the fashion industry, and then they're like they sell other people's stuff. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I know they got some
cast.
fire people. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, even the trailer was weird as crap. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Lauren said Passenger was pretty bad. That's what I heard from a few people.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Wow. Kind of sucks.
Too bad. It looked like an interesting premise for a horror movie.
Yeah. But that's a lot of times horror. Just either like it's either like people like it or it's just bad, And then when you like it, it could be like, oh, it's good to like it's amazing, But it's either there or it's at the bottom. There's no like, well, whatever. No, it's either like you like it or you don't. Is God was good. That too. I kind of want to see that. It wasn't on my radar until I've been hearing more people talk about Is God Is. So that's on my list to watch stuff too. What we got? Mom Bear said, I used to find shaking Jamaicans in the dance halls when I was younger.
I was like, shaking Jamaicans, you talking about? Never mind. Not gonna say anything.
Yeah, like oh man, we got Acres. What's up? Say hello and thanks from.
Hey, Acres, I haven't heard from you. I'm glad to hear you.
I know the last couple of times you popped in, it was like right before we we're logging off for the night.
I think she was in Japan, right? I believe so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and then there was a time difference, right? So when we're leaving, like she is just getting up in the morning. So
that makes sense. Acre saying obsession is great. Okay. And then Mom Bear says we can all appreciate the sign that good weather is finally here with 3 tanks on the Spoiler Kings.
Truth is, me and Brand Man are wearing tanks in the wintertime too, so it ain't even matter.
Yeah. Like when I'm on stream, I'm not wearing no tank. Maybe like 8 years ago, maybe, but not anymore. But upstairs when I'm walking around, I got a Haunted Mansion tank top that it's like so comfortable. So usually walking around.
I get off work and I take off my shirt, and this is whatever's under my shirt is what I'm wearing downstairs. Yeah, that's what. I'm not making more laundry, so no.
I usually will walk around with like no shirt on and just shorts because I'm always fucking hot. But now the kids are walking around, and I was like, so I was like, so I've been at least wearing a tank top, because I was like y'all can't be walking around naked. So,
oh man, yeah. I mean, I still do that too, but I don't know, it's different for me right now with the girls and stuff.
Yeah. With boys, it's oh my god, man, the amount of times I told my one son, I'm like, bro, put underwear on. Like, you can't just walk out of the bathroom free balling it, man. He comes walking out of the bathroom holding his underwear. I'm like, put your underwear back on, man. Like after you use the bath, like because he wants to come out and sit down and watch TV and put the. I'm like, stop, man. Or he's like super lazy. He's like, oh, do it. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna be at school and do this for you. Because right now, that's my biggest fear is like he's gonna walk out of the bathroom in class, like just with nothing on at the bottom. I was like, dude. So, but yeah,
that's going to happen. So you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're gonna have a parent teacher conference. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just going to be ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
man.
This has nothing to do with anything. True. Did you guys hear about school in Joliet that a family member stopped a school shooting?
Oh no. Really?
No.
Family member?
Yep. Family member stopped a school shooting. This is a K-5 school.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid was going to bring a gun and shoot everyone the last day of school.
Damn.
Wait, I did hear about that. I sure did hear about that earlier.
Grade.
5th grade.
11 years old.
Damn.
I was like, bro, you're lucky. First of all, you're not in my kid's school. Second of all, because I don't care who you were, you would have been done. Chitty chitty bang bang, it would have been all over. It was like, and a Plainfield man went and killed everyone, killed that little kid and kicked him in the face. Maybe I didn't have to kill him. Maybe I'll definitely pistol whip him though.
That's crazy. So you said it was a family member?
Family member found out about it and stopped him.
And stopped it?
Mm-hmm. Called the police and everything. But like, so I guess the kid, I just looked at it, the kid is 10.
Well.
10. What is wrong with you that you're able to get a gun? What's wrong with the parents? You know, like what is? I mean, bro.
Obviously he didn't go out and buy the gun, so that means the gun's at home.
It at home, accessible, and he's making that decision.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's accessible.
What are you guys doing? Like, how do you not lock up your stuff and make sure that doesn't happen? And I was furious.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, especially like I mean, it's close to all of us, but it's super close to you. You know?
Yep.
Like super close to you.
It would have been in the same school district as my girls used to be in.
Damn.
I was like, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get that easy at that age, yeah. I mean, it's not like you're going to the corner store and buying it, or you're like,
yeah. It's not, but it's not even a bad. It's a very nice area. It's an affluent area.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very affluent. Like, I'm talking about like the average house is about $350,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a nice area. This happened in, and the school's a 9 out of 10.
Wow. So it's like a good quote-unquote school.
Good school. All the stuff really flew in the area, and almost happened. I couldn't believe it.
I know. Like Tony said, it's always hard to hear about it, and especially if it does happen. If it stops, you're like, oh, thank God. But also, you're like, oh man, what could have happened? Mm-hmm. You know, and it I think it affects everybody, you know, with kids or without kids. But now that my kids are entering school, it's like something where I'm like, oh shit, like I'm gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean? Not only to hear about it and deal with it and feel empathetic to, you know, family members and stuff like that. I was like, fuck, now it's like I'm dropping off my kid, and now in my head's like, so I was like,
what can happen?
What the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying?
We have like conversations with my girls already, and that's why they have school shooting drills.
Yeah,
literally all the time, because like I've heard as little as 7 years old having guns in their book bags.
That's
not in poor areas, guys. Not in poor areas.
Usually isn't.
Almost all these school shootings are in affluent areas.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's usually not like, you know, the quote unquote ghetto. You know what I mean? It's you know middle class ish kind of areas. You know, upper middle class kind of stuff.
Yep. When they have access to all this stuff, where all these things happen, it's crazy. You know, and that's just a reality And this is why I always say, let your kids be kids. Let your kids not have to deal with those things. This is why I push not just fantasy, but just imagination. I push those type of things. Let creativity be your thing, and then find outlets for other stuff.
Find outlets. I was just gonna say, finding outlets is like important. Also, like finding a good group of friends, man, is very important. It's having, because I hear like my coworkers talk about like their kids. They're obviously a little bit older than mine, so they're like like 10 to 15-ish, and a lot of them are in that range. And just the stuff that they're going through like in school, I was like, everything between like like not depression, but like like being sad and upset, like between schoolwork and boyfriends and girlfriends and just everything. I was like, damn, man, like I know it's like sucky for preteens and teenagers, but I was like, man, it's just, I think having a good group of people around you to help out.
Yeah,
very important.
Being lonely is probably the number one reason why these things happen. Because someone wants to make fun, someone thinks it's funny to point at someone else who's different, and that's the worst thing you do. You should be inclusive, but we're very exclusive as a society. It's a societal issue. And I think that it goes into, and we talk about movie reviews, it goes into TV shows, and goes into all those type of things, because we are exclusive society instead of being inclusive. Like, let's bring everyone in, let's let everyone be who they are and accept them where they are. And that's not what people want to do. And it's terrible. And I would love for us to get back to that.
Right. Yeah. That sucks though. Yeah, that's like, I did not hear about that though. That's rough, man. For everybody.
And it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Because even like the kids who were just going to school that day and they hear about this, like, I mean, that probably messes up your psyche. I
have a friend who her name's Maria. She has 4 kids, that 2 of which go to that school. And that's, she's like, in shambles. Like, what can I do? Yeah, it's a good school. It's a good area. She's but you have to let your kids be kids.
Yeah, because it's like, what can you do? You know what I mean? Like, because you have to trust a lot of other people.
Yep. It's tough, really tough.
Yeah. Oh man. More blame the Kardashians for that. I'll find this.
For the Kanye,
yeah, Kanye stuff.
Yeah. Kanye stuff happened. It was the unfortunate stuff that happened with his mama. That's what happened for Kanye.
Yeah. Okay, and also having people around you. Once his mom gone, big difference.
Yeah,
big difference and stuff. Oh man. So
yeah. After that, how do you transition to the stuff? Watch the trailer.
Watch some trailer. Oh man, well, I did see this real quick. So Baby Tink thinks he's Tarzan. They both do. They both do, man. Man, at one point, I was cleaning up after dinner, putting dishes away and stuff like that, and then I had to take off the younger one's shirt because he made a mess, and then so as I'm cleaning up, all I hear is my wife going like, he's like, why are you naked? And I'm like, so I like went on like, what the hell? They're both like naked. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was gone for like 2 minutes. Everyone was kind of dressed. And they're both like, oh, take a bath. I was like, bro, like,
so I'm like, boy, if you don't get those damn clothes on, what's wrong with you? But it doesn't get better just with girls. It doesn't get better.
No, I heard, yeah. Everyone was like boys, but I heard it's just great.
Dude, I'm lucky when they have clothes on. It's crazy.
Oh man. So, all right. Let's watch some of these trailers. I think I got everybody. Because Tank is very adorable. He is. Oh, that's the crazy thing too. So I think Brian had. So it was off stream. We had already finished the stream, and Brian had accidentally. I think you accidentally closed out or you lost power or something like that.
Yep.
And then my youngest wasn't sleeping, so Erica brought him down and saw him, and he was all. I was like, "Oh, Brian's missing it." The brand man got to say hello.
Man. No.
So
This, but they're getting older. And honestly, Tank is not gonna have babies soon. I was looking through the baby pictures today. You're not gonna have babies soon, man.
I already don't, man. They're the youngest one is really talking like way earlier than the older one is. So yeah. Then he says no. I was like, oh, you want to go take a bath? No. I was like, and then he says it just like that. No. Yeah, but a little more high pitched. But like it's like this offensive no. I was like, oh no, what?
That's why I be looking at him like, what's wrong with you, man? I be jumping.
Before we go, I was about to throw my oldest if it wasn't so damn funny. So I'm sitting on the couch. I got my leg up. It was feeling a little sore, so I was like, I'm gonna sit down for a little bit. Right? He's over there. They're over there on the table, drawing, doing shit. The oldest one, literally comes up over by me, just stands up, puts his ass in my face, spreads his cheeks, and farts, and then just runs and laughs. I was like,
"That is great."
What?
I would have found the ball and would have dodgeball his ass. Boo!
Erica's trying not to laugh. I'm like, what just happened? I'm like, did he just do that? So I'm like, hey, you do not do that. He's like laughing. I was like, what the fuck is your problem? I was like, what the? It was just so because he just comes over by me. He goes, it doesn't say a word or anything. Just comes over by me and just like bends over a little bit, like spreads his butt, like Ace Ventura style. And just, I was like, what the fuck? What is your problem? I'm like, who even? No one does that. Where'd you see that at? Oh man, I was fucking angry and laughing.
I'll tell you, I grab a ball and we'll be dodgeball. You running away? Boo!
Oh man, I was like, you little. I was trying so hard not to laugh, and I was like, no, don't do. Erica's just cracking up, man. I was like, you guys.
Travis.
Oh man, Travis with a $10 super chat. After Mando, note to parents: if a stranger/son of a crime boss offers to feed blue gummy sharks to your infant from his jail cell, you should say no. Okay, kinda. Like, you can trust me. I was like, the hell I can. For many reasons, I shouldn't trust you.
It's okay. We can do this.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Mando was too worried because he's like, you could probably choke him out with the Force. So,
my god!
If my son, or infant child can like bubble dome us after like an explosion and do all the crazy shit that Grogu does.
I mean, Grogu picked him up with the Force.
Yeah. Spoiler, but man. It's Baby Yoda. He's gonna pick up random shit, right?
Come on, this is what we do.
Choke out random things. Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna get into Mando in a little bit. All right.
All right, you gotta do something for him. The video.
What's up? Oh yeah, shit. My bad. What's up, Jason? Before we get into that, I don't know what I got for you.
You got to cut down the Batman Massive Phantasm open it somehow because I really want to watch that, but it's so long. It's too long. Once you get past 10 seconds, you can't do it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What we haven't played in a while. Oh, here we go. We haven't played this one in a while. Holy shit, that is crazy good.
That was gonna be
bonkers.
Okay, let me just play this one. I just feel like watching it.
Aha! Aha!
I was watching Captain America this weekend.
Nice. Awesome, man.
Is that Eddie Murphy's best movie?
Oof. Is that his
I'd say
movie?
so.
his best? And understand, this is
I'm trying to.
he ruled the 80s. Like he was number one in the 80s. Is that his best movie? I mean,
I kind of feel like it is.
Because I was thinking Beverly Hills Cop, but I would still give it to Coming to America. I'm looking at a list.
Beverly Hills Cop is awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
48 Hours is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Trading Places is amazing, right?
Trading Places.
Do you
Harlem
include
Nights.
Shrek? Harlem Nights, exactly. Dreamgirls.
Dolomite is my name. That's up there too, especially like as a recent one, But that's crazy. We were talking about like a movie made in the 80s and a movie made in what 2019. So it's like
Professor.
Not a Professor.
It was 1996. Life. People love Life.
Life is really good.
Boomerang. I mean, the movies are what was that? Dr. Dolittle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, is this his best movie? Coming to America.
I think
yeah,
so.
I'd say so.
It's his best movie, but it's it's hard because he has like a dozen other movies that are like almost as good. It's just Coming to America. I think this has that something extra.
You realize it wasn't going to be made. He made it be made.
Wow.
The story's from him. He has friends make the screenplay, but it's his story. He only got it made because he was the biggest star of the 80s. I don't think there's a star bigger than Eddie Murphy in the 80s. No. I don't think it exists.
No. Because when did his Ridiculousness come out? 83. So that Ridiculous came out in 83. And that was kind of like after that, it was just, and then Raw was 87. So he had like two of the best stand-ups ever in the same decade, like 4 years apart. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. He has platinum albums. I told you like the story of the Sean from Boyz II Men said that Eddie Murphy is one of the greatest singers that he's ever been around. That he's a classically trained pianist too. So like the dude does all of it.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop, but I think Beverly Hills Cop 2 is better than Beverly Hills Cop 1. You like the banana tailpipe?
Sure. The whole franchise.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good franchise for him for sure. I think that was one of the franchises that probably was better because Nutty Professor, I think, kind of lost it.
But the first one when it first came out, come on, with Dave Chappelle,
epic. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Threw him in the piano.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I guess Shrek kind of counts, but he's not the main. He's not the star.
But Donkey became that.
Donkey is important.
It's definitely more of an ensemble type thing. So I'm not even sure I can call it an Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in it. I mean, he's a main part of it. So I mean, but just saying Trading Places. What is Trading Places? Is that an Eddie Murphy movie? Really? 48 Hours. Is that really a Eddie Murphy movie? These are phenomenal movies.
No.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Professor is an Eddie Murphy movie, but there's other people around.
Yeah.
No, Eddie Murphy is pretty much the sole lead in Nutty Professor, though. Whereas, things like 48 Hours, Shrek, it's more ensemble cast, and it's touted as such too.
I think 48 Hours is more known for Eddie Murphy than even was it Nick Nolte or whatever. I think. I think it's Eddie Murphy is just because he's the bigger star.
Especially in what 80? What was it? 82? I'm looking at. Yeah, damn. Yeah, that was like early in his career. Then
I love Golden Child. That's one of my favorite movies.
I forgot about Golden Child. It's an underrated one for sure.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch. And then Travis said unpopular opinion, but Norma is hilarious to me. To that, that's my boy Adam Sandler. Is also funny considering how rough his accent. That's my boy is interesting.
Mhm.
Norbit was.
I hate Norbit. But it's better than Pluto
Norbit-
Nash.
I don't like Norbit. I don't like. I don't like That's My Boy either. The subject matter just icked me out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
'Cause
inappropriate relationships,
everything-
and incest and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. That's why, because everything based in the movie was just based on a topic or a scenario where you're just like, oh,
Yeah,
you know,
it
so
makes
it's
you
just
feel
like
dirty. Just
everything's
even
built
talking
on
about
top of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Yeah, and yeah, the subject matter is something that I don't think it's something to joke about. So like, and
It
I
still
love
happens.
when comedy pushes the. Yeah, and I love when comedy pushes the envelope because I think that's what you need to do with comedy. But the subject matter there, that I kind of draw the line there.
Yeah. Statutory, not statutory rape. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pedophilia.
statutory rape for sure. Yeah, and we had that, and we had incest and stuff like it. It's a gross movie. It just grosses me out so much.
Yeah.
All right, before we get off this topic, give me your top 5 Eddie Murphy movies.
No, man.
I'd say Coming to America,
Mm-hmm.
Trading Places,
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Golden Child. I have a soft spot for Vampire in Brooklyn personally. I think it's a little underrated. That's 4 I have, right? And I already said Nutty Professor. Harlem Nights.
Okay.
Oh. Coming to America, probably Beverly Hills Cop. I can go 1 or 2 for that. Nutty Professor, the first one, Trading Places, and I mean, do I go Shrek? You know, like because we were just talking about it and like how
You can?
Yeah, I mean, because it's just so as much as there is Shrek's quotes and stuff like that, like Donkey is just as much, you know, quotable in that movie. But yeah.
Listen, if I'm going Coming to America. I'm gonna say probably, man, it's hard. I like Life. I'm gonna put Life.
Life is good.
Up there. Life is just so good to me. I can't go. Then Beverly Hills Cop 2. Then I guess I don't know if I want Trading Places or Golden Child. I like Golden Child probably just because that's just me. I'm a Golden Child guy. And then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Harlem Nights. Even though I could go Dreamgirls, I could go Boomerang because Boomerang is fire. I'm gonna go Boomerang. I'm gonna go Boomerang's my last one. Boomerang's my last one.
Is Dolomite my name too recent to be considered like one of his better ones?
I think people that don't know about other stuff, because Eddie Murphy was so he has this 80s run, right? But he also has this 90s run where he brought like late 80s, early 90s, when he brought black culture to the main screen. Like so we talk about stuff. You said we talk Harlem Nights, we talk about Coming to America, talking about Boomerang. Like he was bringing full black cast. You know what I mean? That's where we've seen Halle Berry, where we like he's bringing these people. Robin Givens, like you don't see these things. He was special in the things that he did. So you know, I don't know if Dolomite in my name is on that level. And I didn't even say Nutty Professor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's like. I'm not sure, man.
Yeah. Travis said I haven't seen them all, but Norbert, Dolomite. Yeah, that's what I brought up. Professor Beverly Hills Cop 2. Life is honorable mention. R.I.P. Biscuit. Yeah. If you've never seen Coming to America, the first Coming to America, the second one was.
There's no second one. Don't talk about that.
Yeah.
there's no. Yeah, I watched that, and the entire time I think I was repeatedly saying out loud, "What the hell is this?"
What were they doing? Well, that's what I was kind of worried about. The Beverly Hills Cop. I was like, oh, are we gonna do that? Are we gonna
Axel F
do?
was better than that.
Oh, yeah, Axel F. It felt like a good continuation.
Yeah, that was much better than Coming to America. You got to know what movies need sequels and which ones don't. You know, they could have left Coming to America completely alone. That's another one that, like I've said tons and tons of, that's another one that I've said. I know I've said this tons and tons of times. Not only was it bad, it was forgettable. Until that movie is brought up in discussion, I completely forget about it. You know, you just reminded me of that movie's existence just now.
With it,
that's how forgettable it was.
Yeah,
it's funny because a lot of people don't realize how many great movies that Eddie Murphy really has done and how important he was in so many different ways. And I love so many things that he's done, and it's important comedy wise. You know, he's been just phenomenal in so many ways. I love him. I love Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. We didn't even talk about, like, we just talking about as an actor, you know, comedy actor, action, whatever. But like his comedy is so great. Like his SNL stuff, like the best of Eddie Murphy. If you find that anywhere, get it. It does not disappoint because
James Brown and Hot Tub.
James Brown and Hot Tub, the Buckwheat, you know, like the Buckwheat songs. Gumby, you know, the Mr. Rogers, you know, like it's like all of it. It's just nonstop, just like the best SNL Eddie Murphy, you know, and yeah, he's the Gumby. So good, I forgot about that. That's good, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, and if like I don't know if Travis, you never seen his stand-ups, Delirious and Raw.
Dude,
you know,
Delirious and Raw is phenomenal. Eddie, I would have Eddie. Like what?
Yeah, definitely watch those, man. I haven't watched them in a long time, so I wonder if some jokes might not.
No, I was watching the other day. It's wow, it's still good.
You know, so I think I have both of them on DVD, but I highly recommend watching them. You know, like they're really good stand-ups, and you're just like Brian said, this man ran the world in Hollywood, ran Hollywood at least, you know, between stand-up, comedy, movies, animation, you know, going into the 90s, you know, Mulan, you know. That, how many times my wife is like, curse you, curse your family, curse your cow, like, you know, like, yeah. So I mean, he's
amazing. He's probably my second favorite comedy actor.
Yeah,
because my number one is cheating. Robin Williams is cheating as an actor. That's a cheat sheet. You can't just throw him out there. But you know, he's my second favorite one. But I think Eddie has done things himself that makes him even more phenomenal. Like he's directed, he's written, he's pushed the envelope. He said, "I'm going to do this, and this is what we're going to do," and he's done it by himself. So. You know, I think Robin Williams has been better movies. I think Eddie Murphy himself made things happen. So,
yeah, I agree with you there, Fernando. Beverly Hills Cop 3.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
you know what? I've watched it at least 10 times.
Well, Shrek is more Mike Myers than Eddie Murphy. Yeah, but
I don't know if it would have hit the same way
without.
Without Eddie Murphy, would it still hit the same way?
Yeah, it's because I think you needed both of those characters together to kind of like bounce off. Where one's the quiet loner, and then one is the character who never shuts up. You know, and it worked really well. I still, man, I would have loved to see Chris Farley's version because they had most of the movie done. Most of the movie was done with Chris Farley, and then they went to his brother and asked him, do you want to finish it? And I think he said no. And then, you know, they had to go to it. But like seeing, you know, the loose animation, the storyboard stuff with Chris Farley as Shrek, it was really interesting because it just was like it was this Chris Farley, you know what I mean? Like where Mike Myers he did the accent and stuff and stuff like that. But the Chris Farley stuff I was really curious to see Chris Farley and Eddie Murphy, granted animated, but together like that would have been really cool. Press the press tour with them together would have been awesome. It's just it's super sad with Chris Farley, super sad. But
because I thought he said like 90% of it was done.
It was so much of it was done. I think his brother said no. I think he said no, or there might be another reason why they didn't finish. But I know they went to his brother, and his brother sounded enough like him where it would have worked.
Oh, so it was a lot more humbling. They said, "Oh, okay, it'll be a totally different movie." I would love to see that.
100%.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people were saying like Chris Farley took it as like Shrek is him. You know what I mean? Where Mike Myers does it as like, oh, Shrek is Shrek. Kind of thing. Like I don't think Mike Myers sees himself in Shrek a lot. Yeah.
No, don't be asking Raw Delirious. Don't be asking that type of question.
Yeah. Which kid do you like better?
No, I'm going to answer Raw.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Raw. I'm going to say Raw over Delirious.
You always like the second one better. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, they're both good. They're both good.
It might be the best. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, Robin Williams is so good in between him and Eddie Murphy. Oh man,
dude,
that was like acting and comedy turn. Yeah. They were great.
Williams, I think it's funny. His energy is great and all that stuff, but I think Eddie Murphy is a better comedian. I think Robin Williams is just a better overall actor, period. Like when he does something, it's just
for sure,
phenomenal. Oh man, he's up there my favorite actors of watching. Like it didn't matter what we talked about, like even before we got into the Good Will Huntings and all the movies I always talk about. Hook is phenomenal. Good Morning Vietnam is like, come on, bro.
Oh man, yeah.
They're poets. Like these are serious movies, and it's funny, but it's really something about it. Like it's special. Robin Williams is phenomenal, man, or was phenomenal. I don't know how I want to phrase that, but just special.
Yeah. Oh man. Another actor that we lost too early.
Oh yeah,
it sucks. Oh man, Chris Farley and David Spade. Tommy Boy is still a classic.
But that's what when you said Shrek
I love Tommy Boy.
More of a Mike Myers movie. I feel like that's not true. If you can replace Chris Farley, but it was Chris Farley's movie, and then you replaced the main character. So it's hard for me to say it's a Mike Myers thing when you could have had Chris Farley in it. I don't know.
Yeah. He made it into his for sure. Because now they're doing 5 is coming out, and they already greenlit 6. Like so, from what I read, I heard they're already working on 6.
Yep.
So 6 is not going to be a big gap in between 5 and 6 when those come out. So yeah, they're not messing around, man. They're like, we want money. Give us that money. So Robin was better at improv the whole first scene, and Aladdin was him improving in front of a table of staff or a table of stuff.
I mean, Eddie Murphy's hilarious at that stuff. I mean, Saturday Night Live and all this stuff, his skits, he from the hip just was doing stuff. So I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
I think Robin's a better actor. I know that. I know that he's a better actor. That's what I know. But that's as far as I'm gonna go.
Oh man. Would love to see Robin Williams do a movie with Jim Carrey. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I feel like Robin Williams is too much of a better actor. I love Jim
this-
Carrey. I love Jim Carrey.
To see them, what if you get them in like a movie, but they're both like it's a serious movie? Like, that would be so disappointing. Like, I'm sure it would be good, but I would want to see Robin Williams and Jim Carrey to be what they're best at, and that's like goofy kind of stuff, But can you imagine if we're like, we got Robin Williams and Jim Carrey in this heartfelt drama?
Mork and the Cable Guy. Let's do that. Mork and the Cable Guy in a drama.
That sounds horrible though. Oh man. Somebody said he broke. He's actually broke something. Yeah. Jim and Steve Carell play off each other so well.
They were phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's one of the better movies that I've ever seen. So.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get back on track.
It's My Fault Fast by Eddie Murphy.
This is whenever we start talking about like some of these like classic legends, it's just, it's just you're like, and then there's this, and then they did that, Yeah.
Because I mean, we just talked about Jim Carrey, and I'm just saying,
100% I would take a serious movie because I think it would be awesome,
It would be great. I think that you can. I think Adam Sandler's, in my opinion, I like him more in serious movies than I like him in his comedy. I think his early 90s comedy were great, but his serious stuff is really good. Really good.
Yeah. That's not your fault this time.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree with that.
We can watch a trailer now, even though you tried to do that 30 minutes ago.
Just because I want to get into Mando and Man on Fire, and I don't want to be here until 2:00 in the morning.
100%.
We could do that. But I want to watch this Lestat thing.
Same.
I mean, I want to watch the other stuff, but I can't really.
Quite on set.
Get that ready. Oh man. Oh, and then real quick, I don't know if you guys know this. I just found this out like the other day. Is because I like having my both chats up because there's a separate chat for vertical than there is with standard one.
Yep.
So I would always have two windows open. I learned you can actually pop out the chat, which I already knew, but you can pop out the chat and close that window, so only the chat stays up. So I was like, oh man, that's way better.
That's literally what I do.
Yeah, it's way less demanding on the computer because I had both up and running, but both full tabs. So now I just got just the chats up, which is way less demanding on the computer. So I was like, nice. So I've been doing that.
The more you know.
Exactly.
Right on.
All right, let's watch this. Denzel, Wesley Snipes, and Will Smith collab in the movie.
Denzel, Wesley Snipes, and Will Smith.
I have a feeling Wesley Snipes might be the harder of the three to get on board. I don't know. That would be cool though.
I think Wesley's done that right a lot.
I mean, he's at a point,
pretty good amount.
Yeah, but he's also at a point where I think he'll kind of take whatever, just because Hollywood kind of left him behind a little bit after the whole insurance, or not insurance, the IRS ship.
Yeah, hey, pay taxes.
So, yeah, Denzel's coming to the end of his career, and I know he already has it all planned out. Will Smith, he's still dealing with the slap kind of stuff. Which so maybe Denzel might be the harder one to get.
Because I mean, Wesley Snipes and Denzel were in
they were in something together,
like Mo Better Blues, right? And then is the Devil in the Blue Dress too? I feel like I know Mo Better Blues they're both were in.
Wesley wasn't in Devil in a Blue Dress, was he? I know Don Cheadle was.
Don Cheadle, you're right. So it's just Mo Better Blues is the only one, I think. Is that the only movie they were in together?
I think so.
Possibly. I'm kind of like looking.
I'm pretty sure.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of them.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Here it says Hell Clubs Part 2 another night. I don't know what that is, but I know
I've never heard that.
Mo Better Blues. That's the only one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be harder to get Will Smith and Denzel because they play both leading man, similar characters.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say Will Smith because I think he's unfortunately in a spot where in his career where he might need somebody like a Denzel to kind of like help him get past the bullshit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Will Smith is still a leading man.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
To
I mean,
see
he's
that from
doing.
a character
I think he's doing the
perspective.
right thing with laying low. You know, for now, to kind of let it ship pass. But yeah. But that'd be interesting if we get a good story for that. That'd be cool. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson with Jungle Fever together.
Yep. Samuel
That
Jackson's
would be
in
hard.
Coming to America.
Yeah, Will and Snipes. Yeah, they won't work. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right. Oh man, let's watch this vampire list stat. All right, what is up? Welcome, Spoiler Kings. We got another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. This one is actually an extended look at the vampire list stat. I forgot who brought it up. Well, somebody in our live chat brought it up. Like, have you seen this? And we're like, no, but we're going to.
For sure.
Yeah. So I know it's coming out in like 3 weeks at this point, something like that. So
It's
like 2
right now, basically. Come on, it's 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks. Damn. Nice. So let's check out this extended look and see what we get.
Quite on set.
Teague. There you go. Thank you, Teague.
So, could you state your name for the camera, please?
I'm the front man. Lestat.
The vampire Lestat.
I'm immortal, more or less. The light of the sun, the sustained heat of an intense fire. Jefferson's starship. Grot-wielding coven members. These things might destroy me, but then again, they might not.
Is that Daniel laughing in the
You've been alive
background?
and undead for 265 years. You witnessed the French Revolution firsthand, the electric light, penicillin, 2 world wars, the atomic bomb, the moon landing, the Berlin
Joy
Wall.
Chestnut.
What?
He eats hot dogs for a living. He's extraordinary. I hope to meet him one day. Was there a question?
Do you kill people?
I sleep, I think, I sing, I contribute to local economies.
Why have you chosen to waste it singing music no one wants to hear in pants no one should ever squeeze into?
You're confused about the pursuit. It is about pure expression.
The song's gonna kill you, you know that, don't you?
I can't die.
Everything dies. You die, I die, she dies. Oh, he dies bad.
Let's talk about your mother.
The vampire Gabriela.
My maker called for his mama, and I came, and came, and came.
What? Your mother?
Are you hitting the same vagina you spent the first 9 months of your mortal life in? Anatomically, there's the womb. Stop and there's
Taylor and Travis. Congratulations. Have you set the date yet?
Could be nice.
Is it true you were a stutterer as a child?
No, he doesn't know.
Nobody gives a fuck about what I was before. No one
No
cares.
one seems to give a shit about you now, flatlining 1,000 capacity venues.
I think in the end, I was pretty fucking great! You to love me enough to give it to me!
Why music? Why now? What are we doing here?
We're doing a rewrite.
So this whole tour is just some ironic reaction to my book. Is my doc your eulogy?
The songs of my story, your documentary, The Liner Notes.
Failure!
Missing the psychodrama of Dubai. I'm looking for
This is
killer.
gonna be nuts.
Greenwald!
An unworthy thief!
Failure.
Selfish.
Such an asshole.
Cowardly.
Failure! Shitty little bitch!
Unwelcome. Dick son.
Cabbage!
Stupid.
Fucking idiot!
Damn, June 7th. Damn.
That's awesome. I love just how chaotic it looks, because that's the character of That's exactly who the character of Lestat is. It looks just a lot more nuts and over the edge than the previous seasons. So yeah, the direct everything about this, I'm like, yes, let's. I need this now.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, because it was an extended look, but a very, still like a trailer. It wasn't just one scene like what we got a few months ago, where it was like it felt like it was the whole opening kind of the season. Like this felt like obviously a bunch of different parts, but man, like just from this, you're like, we're going deep into the craziness of Lestat. Like early childhood and becoming a vampire. Just yeah. Damn, this looks good. The Joey Chestnut thing was pretty damn funny though. It's like, I hope to meet him one day. Okay.
It was going to seeing his psyche, but this was everything we got for without the music.
Mm-hmm.
And without the music, it shows how chaotic this is going to be. The music is going to be a backdrop to this crazy story, and seeing that without the music is kind of giving you more of an idea how they're going to frame things. This is going to be crazy. And I will say that last scene, seeing the tapping stone of the stone fingers, whose fingers were those?
Yeah.
It's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah. Damn. I cannot wait. Wait. So yeah, so in 2 weeks, yeah, you guys are right. So not this upcoming Sunday, but in 2 Sundays, we get back into the Interview the Vampire kind of universe with Vampire Lestat. I can't wait. And if anybody wants to watch it, so it's on the AMC Plus. I think the usually the day before, I think, or something like that. It usually comes out early. And right now AMC Plus, I know we're not getting paid for it. I wish we were though.
We should.
Should. Can please sponsor us, AMC Plus? But $30 for a whole year. I mean, the $30 just to watch the Vampire Lestat is worth it, and you get it for a whole year. So, yeah, then there's all the other stuff, the Terror, you got the new season of Terror, Brian Onzo was talking about that. Vampire Lestat might get another Mayfair Witches within a year. Who knows?
No.
Who knows? But AMC got some good stuff. So, but just for Vampire Lestat, that's worth $30 alone. So
easily.
Absolutely.
I'm probably gonna get it. Like not even kidding. And they're doing it on purpose. They're obviously like one of their biggest franchises is the Anne Rice kind of interview stuff. Do this right before the show is coming out. It makes sense. I mean, they're doing it for a reason. So either way though, it's coming out on Sundays. Mondays we're talking about Vampire Lestat. Every Monday we're talking about Vampire Lestat. So
do you think that was Akasha?
It could have been.
That
was my first thought.
Yeah, that's. But it could have been something else. It could have been
his mother. It could be
Yeah, was it female? You really can't tell.
You see the nails
Yeah, it could-
look female, but it doesn't really matter with vampires.
Yeah, with that fingernail, right? Yeah, so it's hard to tell if it is a female hand or not.
Mhm.
And you really
I
don't
think
see
it
anything in the
does
background.
look female, but maybe just because
Yeah.
of the nails. But the nails could be long for males too. But males are using longer, fatter hands. I have no idea.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get her at some point in the season, just because they already announced the actress who's playing her. So why do that if you're not going to? So, and they're not going to end this run of the Vampire Chronicles anytime
Not
soon.
doing a
So might as
Queen
well
of the
start setting up all the other stuff. So, but
Mhm.
we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, super psyched. This is awesome. But if you're watching our replay, let us know what you think about this extended look kind of trailer. We're 2 weeks out before we get start watching it. So leave a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because every Monday after the show comes out, we are going to be right here talking about Vampire Lestat. We're going to be having a few different people coming on and joining us throughout the weeks. But I mean, we're going to spend probably a good amount of time talking about Vampire Lestat and breaking down each episode. But so make sure you come and join us for that. And we appreciate all you guys in the live chat right now. You guys are awesome with the comments and hanging out with us. But stick around, because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. That was dope.
That was crazy.
I don't know why I thought it was like the end of June, but it's like early June. It's beginning of June.
Yeah, it's a week before my birthday. I'm like, man, it's right around the corner.
Yeah. When's your birthday? The 12th or 13th?
14th.
14th. Oh, so it's a Zach week, from your birthday.
1 week. Yeah, exactly. So my birthday's on that's Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. You guys want to watch one more trailer, or you want to get into some of the reviews?
Let's do a quick trailer and then we get to a review.
All right. You want to do the Vault Rising or Spider-Man? Some new or some old?
Vault Rising.
You do.
What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was fine with either one.
Yeah. Okay. Just because we already, have a few trailers already with the Spider Noir. I do want to see it. And when's that coming out? That's coming out like in the next couple
2 days
too.
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep. Wednesday. Yep.
Damn. I doubt we're gonna watch all the episodes. Well, it's all dropping at once, right?
Yep.
It is. It is. It's not. How many episodes was it?
Not that many. For
8.
Like, was it
8?
6 or 8? Yeah.
It is 8. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably talk about it that Monday. But who knows? We might have to squeeze something else, because I think when He-Man comes out that like you said too, the 5th. No, but that'll be the 1st, right?
Yep,
So we might, If it comes out Wednesday the 27th, we can plan on.
Am I right to say that Step Into My Office is already out today? Step Into My Office came out today. So the first episode is already out today, and everything else comes out Wednesday.
It's like a little teaser.
No, it's the first episode. The whole first episode comes out today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, teach you.
But then everything else
comes out Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool. Also, I don't know if I saw Kevin Davis. What's up, man? I know you're talking about Mando and talking about other $1 billion movies.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like Moana, Toy Story, Spider-Man, Disney, and Disney. $1 billion movies. So
I'm telling you that Mando's not going to be $1 billion.
Mando's not. No, it's not. It is not.
No, definitely not.
It's going to be in the Hall of OK.
Yeah, because what 45 days? So you're talking about sometime in July. Probably going to be on Disney Plus. Would that be like mid-July or so?
But I mean, I'm just saying, you have an opportunity with the kids to kids are getting out of school and get a push with that.
Yeah. But I don't think it's getting a full theatrical run. It's not going to get like a Project Hail Mary or a Michael kind of thing. It's getting its 45 days and Disney Plus.
Maybe.
All right. Let's watch this trailer, and then we'll get into our reviews of Man on Fire and Mando. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We got another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. This is the new Vault Rising, the first trailer we got, and it was like the next day after The Boys was over. Like, here you go. Here's the prequel.
Season 5 was all about, Vault Rising. That's all it was about.
It was.
Yeah.
How much you bet that this first season of Vault Rising is going to be a lot of V1 talk? I guess.
That's a good point.
The Soldier Boy, seeing him before he was a dick. So we're gonna get a lot more.
Yep. All right. Man on Fire. All right, let's check out this trailer and see what we're getting.
Looks solid. Yeah, I like the idea of seeing Soldier Boy like as a more idealistic light before he becomes what we see him as down the line. So that's going to be really interesting. And seeing Jensen Ackles get to kind of branch out and do another side of that, do a different side of that character. And just kind of learning more about Vought itself. There's a lot they could do with that. So yeah, seeing the trailer has me changing my tune about it a little bit, because I feel like after the finale of The Boys last week, I was like, oh, I could take or leave the spin-offs, but the trailer as it stands kind of reignited my interest.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Ryan? Initial thoughts.
I thought Stormfront was a Nazi.
Was
that her?
Yeah,
that was her.
That was her.
Stormfront. Okay. So she was the real first superhero, right? By Vought. But then you saw him give him a black guy the V. So why she's a Nazi? Why would she allow a black guy to have superpowers unless you're experimenting on him because you see him as subhuman? And then maybe this has to do more with you bringing real life to kind of merge with this type of thing right now, and do like is the Tuskegee experiments or anything like that. So like you can start to bring gap these two things together, and that could be really interesting in itself, and kind of understand why Soldier Boy becomes so jaded in himself.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're gonna go with Soldier Boy. I think they're gonna go with like kind of the Captain America thing, where like, the serum, brings out what's inside you more. So I feel like it's gonna be like once he becomes a hero, he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm really this raging alcoholic, sex fiend, racist asshole. It's just he hides behind the like, oh, I'm a good old American boy type of bullshit until he, gets the power and then stuff like that. But the black dude that they were experimenting on, that's what I thought, because obviously he was tied down, so he wasn't there, as volunteering, so that's what I kind of wonder if it's like they're kind of doing like the ski experiment kind of, references kind of to that.
Isaiah Bradley, you can do anything. You can say all type of things, talk about superheroes.
So I'm kind of curious. I don't know too much of like every single boy's character, but I wonder who he's going to be, because his eyes turn green. Obviously he's got the strength, bulletproof. So I'm kind of curious to see which character he's going to be. So, and they changed a lot too from the comics, because like Stormfront was a dude, and wasn't. I don't think he was like that major of a character in the comics. So obviously they changed that. Even Soldier Boy, Soldier Boy, they changed a lot.
Character is completely different.
Yeah, so
he's not passed around like a used cigarette.
Well, there's two different Soldier Boy. There's the Soldier Boy from World War II in the comics, and I don't know what happens to him. I think he dies or something, and then there's the one who replaces him, who becomes, passed around. So, pees himself all the time, and all. It's so weird. But it looks interesting. I mean, and as much as I know, like I had problems with season 5 of The Boys, I still overall enjoyed the show, so I gotta give the spinoff at least a shot, and see what they do with it.
Same, give it a fair shake.
So, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot of racism. One, because you're dealing with Nazis. Two, the time frame you're in and stuff like that. So I feel like that's gonna be big. A lot of like just everything, everything bad during that time is just going to be front and center,
super apparent and right, front and center, exactly.
But is Eric Kripke's not involved in this, right?
I don't think he is.
Good question. Yeah,
I don't think.
I don't. Let's see.
This is Paul Gerlong. I don't know. I don't even know who that is. So
it's hard to imagine you getting someone without Eric Kripke at least being involved as a producer or something.
He's executive producing.
Yeah. I mean that for sure. But yeah, he's this Paul Gerlong guy. Worked on The Boys, obviously Law and Order SVU, which is the best one, Scorpion, Terra Nova Revolution. So, got some awards, but he's the showrunner on Vault Rising. So, okay, kind of curious to see where it goes.
Same.
I'm down with that. But did it have a release date? It is at 2027, right?
Yeah, just an unspecified date in 2027.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, because that doesn't, man. At first, like that one, that Jensen Ackles looks really different there. Just him being all like clean cut like that, like
Dean.
Like Dean always had a 5 o'clock shadow though. Like, it's like no matter what.
At the beginning when he was younger.
Oh yeah, when he was baby face still. But by the end, but her.
That's Super Stormfront, yeah.
So, okay, but cool. Check it out when this comes out. See what we get. But all right, we'll finish the Vault Rising. Look, there it is. It's just so weird. Like, when was the last time you saw him like clean shaven? Because even in The Boys, he always had some kind of like beard or scruff or something. I feel like
yeah.
So
he was clean shaven a lot of Supernatural, so that's why I didn't,
Yeah. So, But cool. Yeah, we want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this trailer. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you gonna skip it because you didn't like how the boys ended? Who knows? Let us know. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out our reviews for season 5 of The Boys. I put that right above Brian Man's head. Yeah, come and join us when we start talking about this next year. But let's get out of here. We appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us. And if you are watching us live, stick around. We are move on to our next topic for the night. Sorry, I was like trying not to itch my freaking nose. My mustache is getting a little too long. What are you guys saying? I know Debbie came in and just missed it. Yeah.
Just rewind it and check it out.
Yeah. He says a guy that bursts through walls. Brian has represented.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Go back and look at. Yeah, you don't have to go too back. Maybe like at this point, maybe like 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. And for now, said, I'm getting so sick of spin-offs. Can we get more original content, please? Why is that such hard to ask for?
You're right. I can't argue with you at all, Fernando.
Yeah,
but that's just not where we are. So we're in an era where we're doing spin-offs and sequels.
And reboots.
Mm-hmm.
And reboots are still thing. The thing is, like, they're gonna make money or they get views. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of where it is. You know, like it's too much of a risk for a lot of these big companies to run original stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know. That's why when they do, yeah, go out and support it. You know, but they don't do it that often.
Right. Yeah.
You know. Because what's all coming up next? What we're talking about, you know, He-Man, you know, scary movie, you know, Vampire Lestat. You know, I would say that's a spinoff. That's a continuation of the story. But
we had the movies in the '90s, and
we had the movies.
And Rice
is the book's been around for a while.
Yeah,
you know. So I mean, that's all like stuff we're getting hyped for. You know, even Spider Noir. You know, Spider Noir. You know, is you know, Spider-Man, just different versions, you know, so definitely a spin-off. So it's kind of where it's at.
It's reality right now.
Yeah, you know. Spin-offs have been a thing since the 80s. Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, yeah. She was led Frasier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Spin-offs are always gonna be a thing. Different world. Yeah. Yeah. So and sometimes they work and sometimes they become their own thing. You know, like the Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley. You know, Laverne and Shirley definitely became its own thing. You know, same thing with Frasier. You know,
what's the one that Family Matters came off of?
Came off of?
Yeah, because remember Harriet was a elevator elevator operator. And I'm just blanking. So it's late, so I'm not even thinking clearly. But
Perfect Strangers.
That's it. It's Perfect Strangers. So she was an elevator operator in Perfect Strangers, and that's how we got Family Matters.
Oh, I did not know that. But yeah, Family Matters is an official spin-off from Perfect Strangers.
Yep.
Yeah. The spin-off was created to focus on Harriet Winslow, who originally worked as an elevator operator, like you said, at the Chicago Chronicle newspaper alongside Perfect Stranger main character. Yeah.
So you guys, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I did not know that Family Matters was a spin-off.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, and they said Harriet left her job at the newspaper in the early episodes to bridge the gap by the show becoming fired as the elevator operator, rehired as the head of security for the Chronicle.
Yep,
okay.
That's exactly what happened. And then she lost her job there too.
Damn, that's crazy. I did not know that. That's cool. Yeah, because I loved Perfect Strangers. Also, I was a kid, so I really didn't like follow like Perfect Strangers like that well. Yeah, I was a little bit older when Family Matters was on, and
So that's why Harriet had that whole problem with Steve Urkel, because it was really about her.
Yeah,
She became a tertiary.
It was her show.
So tertiary character after a while.
Yeah, because then you started caring about the husband, Carl, and then Urkel stole the show, and then Carl was definitely I think a bigger character than Harriet.
100%, and that's because he was almost like the duo, the comedy duo between he and Urkel. That's what it was.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, we the Adam West Batman led to Green Hornet with Bruce Lee. Did he? I didn't know that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Moving on up. Yeah. Moving on. Realize. Bruce, that sophisticated. Where's that from?
Ooh, man. So
she was also in a TV series with Sherman Hemsley.
But she was the same character in
yeah.
Perfect Strangers. It was the exact same character.
Yeah. Live action good times.
Yep, you're right. The boys, the deep say that. You're right.
That's where it's from. Oh man. The deep. That's funny. But yeah. So I mean, like, spin-offs could work, man. Spin-offs, and they done
They
right.
do work.
They work really well. They become their own show.
Yep.
Like I said, a Different World is a really good example.
Cosby Show.
So you get stuff like that, but yeah.
What's the best spin-off of all time?
Oh man, the best spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right off the bat, when I say A Different World, just because, like,
is Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad?
That's a good one.
Is it Frasier? Which I didn't like Frasier that much.
I'm not. I wasn't that big of a fan of Frasier. I mean, I get that people loved it for sure.
About Angel?
Does the Penguin count? Angel. People love Angel.
I really like Angel. What about The Simpsons?
Oh my God! How can that not be the answer? You know what I mean? It became bigger than the show it came up, but it was
Holman show, whatever, whatever, and now it's the biggest thing ever. Like
it's the longest running sitcom. It's the longest running animated show ever. So yeah. I
mean, you got
Frasier is the best spin-off of Fernando.
All in the Family.
People love it.
All in the Family.
Family.
That's the Jeffersons, right? Moving on up. Moving on up.
Yeah.
Frasier's the best. I don't know. That's a question. I mean, I was thinking about it, like, but
Tupac quoted that the realize. That would make sense that the Deep would do something like that. So I typed in this is IMDb's list of best spin-offs. Number 1 is Star Trek Next Generation.
Okay, because it's Star Trek. So Star Trek is the spin-off, yeah. So from Next Generation.
Number 1. Number 2. Yeah. Because I mean it's pretty big. Number 2 is The Simpsons, and number 3 is Family Matters. Number 4 is Frasier. So, but yeah, the Angel's on there. Better Call Saul. Xena is on there. The Flash
off of from Green Arrow.
Yeah. Torchwood. Where did Saved by the Bell spin off from?
Miss Frizzle, I mean, whatever her name, Miss whatever was there. So I don't know.
Where did it spin off from? Yeah, because I know there were spin-offs from Saved by the Bell, but I don't think Saved by the Bell was a spin-off, right? Yeah. I don't think so. Saved by the Bell is technically a retooling, continuation of another show rather than early new spinoff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it was all about the teacher, and then Saved by the Bell came from.
Yeah, it began as a Disney Channel sitcom called Good Morning Miss Bliss, and then
Miss Bliss. Yes, I remember that. Yeah,
and then it retooled. So okay, but yeah, then you have all your Law and Order ones, and your CSIs, Jefferson's, Good Times.
There by now, man.
Yeah, Different World's 25. Laverne and Shirley's 26. Melrose Place is 24. Facts of Life.
What is it? Mork and Mindy?
Mork and Mindy. Yep, that's
was that Happy Days?
Happy Days. Yeah. That's 27. Melrose Place is 24. Saw that. Benson. Star Trek Deep Space Nine is 30. The Colbert Report, I guess technically, Drake and Josh is up there. Young Sheldon's up there. Happy Days.
If I had to do one, it'd probably still be. I don't know. Family Matters is probably the one for me. Even though Simpsons because it's animated, so it's different. But yeah, it's probably Family Matters. I mean, TGIF was the big. Me growing up, TGIF was it. Family Matters always was it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So even Happy Days is a spinoff. Originating from a 1972 segment titled Love and the Television Set, later Love and the Happy Days, by the ABC anthology series Love American Style. So even a Happy Days was a spinoff from something else that spun off Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy. Joni Loves Chachi.
Fernando said he didn't like Family Matters.
Really? Man, TGIF, bro. That was
it. I used to watch Boy Meets World and Family Matters. Come on.
Yeah. God, TGIF, man. Like that was like
Step
coming
by
home
Step.
from school, step by step.
Step by step.
Coming home from school. Yeah. Was it also Full House, I think.
Yep.
What's TGIF? Yeah, the Dinosaurs was up there at one point.
Dinosaurs was awesome.
Yeah, that's such a great ending too. I mean, there's a bunch of Boy Meets World. Yeah, yeah. The Clueless Show was TGIF. Yeah, man. Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yep, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. What was Clarissa ever Explains It All ever?
That was Snick,
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah. No, Blossom.
Was it?
It might have been.
I can't remember.
CBS or one of the other channels. I think. I could be wrong. I'm looking at it here. It goes the Hughleys was TGIF. Mr. Belvedere, Muppets Tonight, Odd Man Out wasn't bad. Perfect Stranger was
NBC. Okay,
Teenage Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Teenage Witch. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Teen Angel. I don't remember that one.
I kind of remember it.
I remember Mr. Belvedere. I remember watching that one. I remember the Hughleys. Yeah. Hanging with Mr. Cooper was one that watched a lot. Full House, Family Matters, Dinosaurs. Yeah. So
Topanga was it, bro. Y'all don't even know. Topanga, man. Bruh. I was like, man, Corey, you suck. That's why I was like, how's he get to Topanga? What the hell? Ain't no way. Hell. Sean should have got Topanga. This dude sucked.
Oh, he said that was NBC. Okay. Blossom. Blossom was that one. Yeah.
Six from Blossom, yeah. She go her mouth go a mile a minute.
Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's that stuff like this doesn't happen anymore. It's like TGIF, Snick was another one, that was like awesome.
Alf. Oh, I love that
Alf.
Alf was great.
Monkey Brewster. Yeah. Then my week off TV was every Thursday Cosby Show, Family Ties, Benson, Seinfeld. That was the thing. It was like growing up, it was like every day was like from 7 to 9. Every day you had what you were watching. There's your Monday shows, your Tuesday shows. I remember like coming home, the homework needed to be done by 7 so I could watch TV, so we can watch, Roseanne or, the Cosby Show, Family Ties.
Cosby Show's the best thing I've ever seen on TV. And that's saying something because, I loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, especially they went further. When they went further into the Fresh Prince, it was so good. Oh, there's so many episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that are just phenomenal. There's still nothing better than the Cosby Show.
Yeah. Yeah. I sat next to Mr. Cooper at the Warriors game. Nice. When I was a kid, he signed a free calendar they gave out when you walked in. That's cool.
That's awesome. Mark Curry was funny. Mark Curry's a good comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to come back. Because I still see him pop up every so often when people are talking about him, or he'll show up randomly on like some random ass podcast or something like that. Like, I don't know how he fell off so hard.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Like, maybe there was like some scandal maybe, but but I don't know. Brand Man sitcom. It'd be a lot more entertaining than a me and Brian sitcom.
Ours would be like one of those regular sitcoms. Family doing stupid stuff all the time. That's exactly what it be. You're right, Ace. You're right. Mark Curry's entire act was stolen by Steve Harvey.
100%.
Think of it.
100%. People call him out about that.
Yeah, I didn't even.
I think Cat Williams did that too.
Yeah, everyone knows that though.
I think Cat Williams brought that up. Yeah. Brian would be a kitchen-based fast food sitcom.
It could be Restaurant to Rescue instead of Bar Rescue. Me just going in and saving the day.
Yeah. It's like the Burger Baron.
I like it.
Which even like works for your uncle, right?
Oh, because his name's Baron. I should have said.
How do you not have a shirt for that?
He's not around enough.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, Brandman's could be man defying gravity.
I like it.
Well,
that's
they
funny.
said he played for the Warriors before. I was locked in on basketball. I kept calling Mr. Cooper, and my boss still laughs about it. When he was Jordan, it was when Jordan wasn't on the Bulls. Did he? I didn't know that. Mark Curry played the NBA.
Yeah, he played on the Golden State Warriors. So like when it happened on a TV show, it was for real. He really played on the Golden State Warriors.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
He's legit 6'7".
Yeah, I know he's a tall dude.
Yeah, but he played in the NBA. Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. That I did not know. And
what are we doing about Golden Girls? Golden Girls is phenomenal.
Yeah, never touch it. Never touch Golden Girls.
Can you even do that? I don't even think you could.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
My
Can you imagine like Golden Girls, but with like millennials or.
Oh my god.
Because you would. I'm sorry, but you would have to skip like boomers. You would have to skip Gen X. Like Golden Girls as a boomer wouldn't work because Golden Girls. They weren't boomers, weren't they? Like part of the greatest generation, I think.
Yeah, they're the greatest generation. Because think about it.
Yeah,
how old is this? Early 80s, and they're already. Come on.
Yeah. You couldn't do Golden Girls as boomers because that'll piss me off. Gen X, I don't think had enough really to go on. Like their whole thing is like not giving a shit, right? So you would have to go to millennials, but. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of that would work. Yeah,
I don't know if it could work because it's so loved.
Yeah, if we reboot it, not a spinoff, but reboot it.
My ex-girlfriend, and even like high school and college, she loved the Golden Girls. Like she loved it. So yeah, I wouldn't want her see her hurt by them trying to do, redoing it. Like no, just leave it alone.
Yeah. I think it still works with everything they're doing. 2 points to Ace. The Golden Palace was the empty nest. Talking about. Yeah, you guys know like all the references to Mama Bear and Ace. All right. Let's get on some of these reviews. I didn't make any backgrounds because I didn't have a chance to.
Because we need a background. Well, let's go. Too in our old age.
Yeah, right. Oh man. Yeah. You want to do Man on Fire first, or you want to do Mando first? I know Mama Bear wants Man on Fire first.
We can do Man on Fire. That's fine.
Yeah.
We can do Man on Fire.
Yeah, because I feel like that we can do as like a whole. We don't have to break down each episode. You know, we can talk about episodes, but I figured we'll just talk about it as a whole. I think it wouldn't be too bad. All right, yeah, let's do Man on Fire. All right, let's make sure you got everything up. All right, let's do it. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. Tonight we are going to be talking about Man on Fire, the 2026 version with Yaya over on Netflix. We got 7 episodes, was it?
Yep, 7 episodes.
7 episodes. All came out all at once. They didn't even name the episodes. They were just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like that's all you need, you know. But it's just the first season, so I think we're getting more. I haven't heard yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more. But yeah, so we got 7 episodes. We're just gonna talk about all of them all together. As Yahya Abdul Mateen 2, or the second is John Creasy this time. Yeah. So we're gonna get into all of it. You got a quick breakdown of what this one is about, Brian?
Sure, why not? So Netflix 2026 is television adaptation of Man on Fire is a well-produced, gritty revenge thriller anchored by a powerhouse performance by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, the second, as the traumatized bodyguard John Creasy, while praised for its intense action and authentic Rio de Janeiro settings, is definitely different from the movie. So,
yeah. So we're pretty much in Brazil almost the entire time. Besides the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes of all 7 episodes.
Yeah.
We're there though, pretty much all about it. So we'll start off with Brand Man. Just what you like about the show or the miniseries. Oh.
Well, yeah, I just finished it a couple days ago and just watched it all in one day. Yahya Abdul-Mateen was just amazing. Easily my favorite thing about it was his performance as Creasy. I don't think this show would have worked as well as it did had it been any other actor. That dude absolutely crushed it. He was easily my favorite thing about it. He what's it called? And just it was also its own animal, because there's been different versions of Man on Fire. There's the Denzel one. I know there was one before that, and I like that this one did its own thing and just really did something new with the content. And it also kind of lends itself. They could do more if they wanted to. They could stop here. I wouldn't mind either way. And I think that the episodes were just the right length to hold your attention, and it's a really easy watch once you sit down and commit. And yeah, action wise, I thought it was great. I thought that the action sequences were just like stylized enough without going too over the top. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed it because it kind of came in unexpectedly under my radar for sure, and I ended up loving it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you, Brian, what's your some things you liked about it?
So Yaya is definitely the number one thing. I mean, he really cares. The emotional setting, the emotion, everything that's engaged with the audience. I mean, it's really coming from him. His PTSD, his connection to this girl, him learning how to live life again, like literally waking up, understanding how to do that, how to connect with people, even though he pushed it away because all the things that happened in his past. The beautiful backdrop of Rio de Janeiro, which is just incredibly gorgeous, but the favelas, the understanding how the people that live there actually live. I mean, how is different laws for it, how they really govern themselves, how if you care about something, you know, family is one thing, but someone caring about you is something totally different. So I think there was a lot of those type of things in this grand design of a movie. So it was very intense. The fighting scenes were believable. Everything was really believable. The drama, the trauma was very believable. So and it didn't slow down. It was very high paced, a lot of action going on pretty much the entire time. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. Like having like Rio be like the backdrop to it all made it more interesting, I think, you know, because like, you know, it's not in a comfortable place, you know, or a familiar place for Creasy, you know. So like it was kind of new, so that kind of felt like, you know, a dilemma. But it's like how badass he was definitely shown, like, because he was able to, you know, speak enough, you know, was it Portuguese, you know, to like, you know, get by and stuff like that. So but he relied on other people, you know, which brought in other characters. I thought was really cool. You know, and then just you know, like you guys said, the action was a lot of fun. But even the storyline and the plot, it wasn't anything groundbreaking. You know, I've definitely seen many things like it before, but I thought it was done very well. Where like you were entertained and kind of like, ooh, okay, now what's gonna happen? Now what's gonna? How is he gonna get out of this? You know, kind of moment. You know, so yeah, you know, so it was easy to follow for sure. But yeah, just being such a great actor, man. You know, because I mean, it's I mean, what was her name? Poe, I think was the little girl. I forgot who the actress was. Yeah, you know, she was
Billy Boulette.
Okay, I have no idea. I thought she looked familiar. I don't know if she's been in anything else. But her and Yaya were basically the main two kind of people. You know, everyone else, all these side characters were a lot of fun as well. But you know, so it really allowed Yaya to be the star, and he definitely showed like he could be an action star, like a good like beat your ass action star. So yeah, but you know, looked good, easy to follow. Action was really good all the way from beginning to end. Action was really good. So yeah, very, very entertaining. You know, a good addition to this the Man on Fire kind of, I don't say franchise legacy. You know, yeah. Okay, but we'll start off with Brandman with some of your dislikes. Did you have any issues with it?
I have any I think certain characters didn't need to be there. Like like the younger brother who was guarding the character of Poe. I could have taken or left him. He didn't necessarily he didn't really I don't think he really added anything. You know, he I could have done without him. I also think, what else was there? They could have had more of the character of what was her name? The driver? Alice Braga's character?
Valerie?
Yeah,
Valerie?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have taken more of her. Like, I thought she was a pretty cool character.
Mm-hmm.
I also think, I think we all kind of saw the twist coming with Scoot McNairy's character as like the big bad at the end. So that was kind of obvious and apparent and a little tropey, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Those were kind of my top three with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you, Brian?
I mean, that's pretty much what it was. I mean, as far as writing, it was very formulaic. It's very tropey.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the best word I had for it was predictable. You knew what was going to happen. There was nothing that was like a turn that you didn't see coming. Like, you foreshadowed this happening in episode 2. So am I surprised it happened in episode 4? Like, am I surprised that episode 5 happened and had this thing? Like, you showed me 4 what his problem was. So now am I surprised at 5? Like, you can find this family type of thing. Am I surprised in episode 2 that one thing's happened? Then episode 6, where we find people turning on them. Is any that's a surprise? No, none of it was a surprise. All of it kind of just did exactly what I thought it was going to do. I mean, I would say maybe there's a little bit. You guys said that the younger brother, it was padding. It was like, it was trying to figure out, a way to find, kind of force in another lovable character, but that really wasn't anything to do with the main plot. And just kind of padding for extra stuff. So I think I agree.
Yeah, he was, it's definitely not a knock against the actor. He did what he was brought on to do, but the character just didn't. He didn't need to be there.
Yeah. Mama Bear said he was lovable. He was like, he was fine, but like,
he was fine.
Like,
he was fine.
Importance of the story,
he just didn't really contribute a whole lot. For me. Mm-hmm.
Like I get he was there to connect to his brother, and his brother was the bigger deal of the story. You didn't need to do that. You could have had the brother directly, be connected to Poe, but you had this kind of like character, it was like, all right, like Brian says, kind of like padding. But definitely it was nothing stood out where like you said, the big twist at the end, you're like, kind of saw that, like, early
4 episodes ago, I saw that happening.
I mean, even the people in Brazil who were also working with the bad guys, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. They kind of told you that early on, like the whole political thing going on is, a big
and
deal.
he saw it coming. He sat and he understood that's why he didn't trust him. So all that made sense. Like,
so like I said, the plot was easy to follow, but it was maybe a little too easy at times, where you're just like, this is what's gonna happen next. It's gonna happen next. Was it formatic? Yes, but was it? It was definitely. That's why I was like, I've seen it before. I've seen this kind of thing, like, oh, government official working with other people. I mean, it's real world shit too. And and then they go over there and do all this crazy shit, and then but it was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. There was no moment where I was bored, because of the action. Because I wanted to see Yaya beat the shit out of people, and that's what I got.
Well, he did. Exactly.
He was a badass like the whole time, just beating the living crap out of people, which was awesome. But like negative stuff. Like, there was nothing that like ruined it for me. There was one episode I remember before I watched it. Brian said it was kind of like a little lull in it all. I think it was episode 5. I want to say 5. I think it was 5.
When he's with family and doing all the stuff.
Like, and I get it, because you need to have that connection of Creasy and Ray kind of get together. You need to have all these people kind of care about each other, because up until that point, everything was just transactional, kind of, you know. So at some point, you needed to get them together and have them actually care about each other enough where they would sacrifice, you know, safety of themselves, kind of thing. So it wasn't like bad, you know, in the sense of like, oh, this is boring. It was just like, I want to see more fighting, you know, like, because you set up like 4 episodes of him just being a badass, you know, the whole time, and then you get this more of like, well, we gotta, you know, set things up and play, you know, character development and stuff like that. So it wasn't like a bad part of it. It was just definitely like a little dip of what the status quo of this show was so far, you know. So, but you know, but if you're gonna do that somewhere in the middle, like a 4 or a 5. So by the time you get to 6 and 7,
back up to 6 and 7, then you already know
it was, you know, by 6 and 7, you're doing the big twist, and you're doing all these crazy fights, and then, you know, you're doing a twist on the twist and stuff like that, you know, because at the end when who is it, Henry, you know, his friend that betrayed him, like when he's in the hospital on the gurney walking by and she takes off the mask, that references to the beginning of the show where she sees him. That was awesome. That was awesome, you know. And so yeah, there was a lot of like good stuff that was it. But you know, it wasn't a perfect show, but it was a fun show for sure.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You guys got anything else, good or bad, you want to bring up before we move on?
No, it's mostly good. Really, I mean, honestly,
I think that was pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, how many of you guys were shocked
for me
that her dad was getting blown up?
I didn't see that coming at all. That really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
But
I knew he was gonna die. Go ahead. Sorry, man.
No, I was gonna say, but then when I saw like Bobby Cannavale's name wasn't in the main credits on IMDb, I'm like, yeah, he's probably a goner, or something's gonna happen to him early on.
You do it right away. Yeah. But I mean, that's why I'm like, I knew he was gonna die, just because the way the story needs to go. You know, I was just kind of curious on like how he does it, and they went big. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna make sure. We're gonna make sure." You know,
there's no question that did he make it?
Yeah, no, yeah, you know, yeah. So, yeah, they them like taking down an entire building was definitely overkill, but that's what the show is. The show is like very over the top. You know, all the action scenes were over the top. Everything was over the top, and everything was that. So it definitely set the tone of what the rest of the show was going to be. You know, right from the start. So yeah, definitely a fun time. But cool. We'll move on to our ratings. Now, later, never. Now means you gotta check it out right now. Later means you can watch it whenever you got some free time, and then never means just skip it altogether. Brian, man, what are you gonna give this Netflix Man on Fire season 1?
I definitely liked it. I do have to give it a later, only because I don't really see like a sense of urgency when it comes to watching it. That's nothing to the detriment of the show. You know, when you if you happen to have some time on your hands one weekend, definitely put it on. You know, I think it had plenty of merits, and you know, Yahya Abdul-Mateen being the main one, I'm so excited to see him in anything that he shows up in. But I just don't see necessarily like any like urgency. Like, watch it whenever you get the chance, rather than go watch it now. So it's a very high later, but yeah, definitely still a later.
Okay. What were you, Brian?
I'm actually giving it now. I enjoyed the actual watching of it. I thought it was smart, well done. And Netflix needed something good like this. And I just wish I had more notice about it, so I could tell more people. But for me, it's a now. I said I enjoyed the story, and I will watch it again. So that tells me exactly what I need to be.
Yeah. Here, a few things from Mama Bear. Mama Bear said when they asked about Mexico, I actually said out loud, "Hell yeah!" Like, let's do this again, season 2. Let's go. And then she said, as soon as the dad said, "I love you," and she didn't respond, you knew, yeah.
Your
They're
last
just
chance right
staring
there.
at each other in a distance. I was like,
for sure.
that'd be good. And obviously, Mama Bear's giving it a now, because earlier she said this is one of her 2 favorite shows of the year, and they both are with Yaya. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be there with Mama Bear and Brian. I'm gonna give it a now. I kind of wish I watched it earlier, just because it's a lot of fun. It's an easy watch. You can knock all 7 out in like a day or 2. But it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. The action was really good. Seeing Yaya, in something that's really like shows off like how awesome he is as a lead guy. Is always good. But yeah, it was definitely now like kind of like Brian said. I wish there was more of a lead up to it, because I think we watched the trailer and then we're like, oh, this comes out like in 2 weeks or something like that when we first watched the trailer. So they really didn't push it at all. So I hope, rating wise, I'm not sure. Netflix doesn't really release numbers like that, and so I hope it does well enough where it gets a season 2, because I wouldn't mind seeing another season of it. Like, he gets the gang back together, and then
yeah, exactly.
he has to do something, because even that would be a good story, because like he's still dealing with the PTSD of having his crew, in the beginning of the show kind of taken out. So he kind of builds this makeshift crew in Brazil. So I wonder if he has to like bring them back together. And now he's like, well, now I got a new crew. So instead of just worrying about just Poe, he has all these new people he has to worry about as a crew. So then now he has to deal with his because he really didn't deal with his PTSD at all.
Nope.
At all in this show. He's just like, one day he's like got his ass kicked and remembered how to be a badass.
He woke up, he was like, hey, I didn't put a bag over my head.
Yeah. Well, no, he got like punched once from those dudes in Brazil that were trying to rob him. And it was like, it all came back to him, So I really wouldn't mind a season 2 where he has to deal with that trauma, and having the new people replace like his old people and stuff like that. So yeah, there's definitely stuff they can do, and I would 100% be there for it. So, but season 1 was a now. I do wish I watched it earlier, and I am also glad that Mama Bear kept pushing us to watch. Like, you watch it. So yeah, it was definitely a fun time. It was a fun time. Not nothing groundbreaking, but it was fun. Like Brian said, I think Netflix needed something like this where put it on, knock it out,
enjoyable
in a day or 2.
Watch it. Exactly.
Yeah. So like I said, it was on Netflix, so we really don't got box office numbers. I really didn't see anything pop up about it, so Netflix doesn't really need to put out numbers for it. So, but hope it gets season 2 for sure. Yeah,
I'll definitely watch another
review
season.
some Memorial Day. Yeah, on Memorial Day. This is Canadian, so. But yeah, definitely watch another
okay.
Yeah.
So, tomato meter. We have 36 reviews. What do you think the critics gave it?
Oh yeah, 36 out of 36 with critics.
That's what they gave it.
No, it's 36.
No, it's 36 people. Reviewers. I would probably say like a 65, honestly.
Okay.
With the critics.
Yeah, I was gonna be close to that. I was gonna say 67.
61 is what he gave you. 61.
Okay. 61. Yeah.
What about the audience?
That might be how many? Well, it's also unverified.
Over 100 ratings. Over 100.
Okay. Really? Wow, that's not a lot.
I'd say 81.
Yeah,
84.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say 85, but yeah, somewhere in the 80s.
64.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Wow.
64. Mm-hmm.
That's
I thought it was
disappointing.
going to be much higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure is.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I saw that. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah. You know, but I mean, also I kind of get it. You know, like I can't say like it's gonna be like something for everybody, you know, because it is very predictable. I mean, you're watching this because of the action, you know, not because the story is groundbreaking or amazing, you know. So yeah. But that's still kind of low, man. I was like,
I think it's low, but
that's
I thought
pretty
maybe
low.
70, but 64.
Yeah. Yeah. Because usually audiences are a little bit more forgiving than critics.
But you also got to remember it's a Netflix thing, so it might be a Netflix review more than anything.
Yeah. So they're not verified, I believe, if it's not a movie release. So, you know, so you can have anybody can come in and say whatever they want to say. So take that for what it's worth. But they kind of suck. Even my bear's like, really? I was like,
yeah, I'm surprised too.
That's pretty low. It's pretty low. I'm sure those 38 or 32 whatever critics also did the audience. They ruined the score. Yeah, but cool. Yeah, you know, so that's our thoughts with this Man on Fire. I think we all had a good time with it. So yeah, So if you checked it out, let us know what you think about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Maybe you're part of that group that gave it a 64%. You know, who knows? But yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there below Brandman, and join us when we do movie reviews like this, or TV show reviews, movie reviews, trailer reactions, other fun nerdy stuff as well. And we appreciate everyone in the live chat. You guys are awesome. Stick around because we gotta move on to our next topic for the night. Damn. Yeah, I totally forgot about Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
I got you.
Memorial Day. For everybody kind of like messed up, was like watch these like special unit soldiers get
blown up and killed and all that stuff. Come on.
Yeah. That's something I didn't even think about until after the show was done, because it puts you on such a ride and it's so fast that I was like, he never dealt with the trauma from that, you know. And yeah, I was gonna say too, they never said if the traitor dude, was it Henry Tappan or whatever, if he was the reason why his crew got caught.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Because that's why I thought. Because he set him up because he had to ask permission from him to get. He's like, oh, we have the green light. He's like, yeah, you guys have the green light. And I wonder, did he set him up? You know, because I wonder if that would have been more of a reason to tie back into the start of the show. And now this guy's like, he wants to extra kill him. He's like, not only did you kill my best friend, you killed my crew. He goes, I'm going to kill you. You know, and he didn't. He doesn't even kill him in the coolest way. He just like hits him in the femoral artery. He's like, "Hey, you're gonna die." You know, it's like, nah, I'm gonna, you know, yeah. So
something serious, like you got two bullets to the brain and one to the eyeball. You're good.
But I wonder if they're saving that for season 2, or maybe Henry didn't do it. Maybe you find out somebody else did it. You know, somebody higher than him. You know, so he has to go up higher on the chain of the CIA or FBI or whatever. So possibly. Yes, but Denzel was like the one who called the hit. now, let's go after Denzel.
Yeah, I don't think you don't want that smoke.
Nah. Yeah. Lawrence, they got the popcorn bucket with the helmet. It was cool. Awesome. It was cool. I was debating on getting it, but
I thought about it, and then at the last minute, I'm like, for whatever reason, I'm like, no. Might go back to the theater and pick it up.
Yeah, I got the Walker, the whole Walker.
I know you got the big boy, yeah. Which they didn't have at my AMC, which I was kind of like, Like, really? But either way, I probably wasn't gonna get it because I have nowhere to put it. So it's just gonna be on the floor with all the other popcorn buckets I have over here.
I think that was part of my logic. That I wouldn't know where to put it. I don't want to like compile some stuff, especially now that I'm like doing a lot of downsizing and clearing out room for stuff. So I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. A scene with Yaya and Denzel would be a great passing of the torch moment. It would, but I think Denzel doing like that. I mean, it would need to be like something he's like, hey, I need to film this in an hour. Because
I'll be there. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Be ready.
Yeah. I mean, legit, So, and then everyone will be ready. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
He
When
pulls
Denzel
up,
says,
he's like,
"Oh, he
"Here
wasn't
you go."
ready. I'll never work with you again." And now you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. The helmet goes on my shelf better. Yeah, for sure. It looked cool. It looked really cool. It was nice and shiny. It looked like pretty good quality.
Say, this is the way.
Exactly. Yeah. I put Grogu next to the Yoshi one. All right. Take one scene. Yeah, I feel like it would be something super quick. It would have to be. It would have to be. Then Denzel's super busy. All right. You guys want to jump right into
We're gonna have to because I am tired.
I know. Try to knock it out real quick. Call it a night. Should be a fairly quick review, even for us.
Let's do this.
All right, let's go. All right. What is up? Welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We are going to review The Mandalorian and Grogu, the Star Wars story. I don't even know what the full title is. I think it's just Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, Mandalorian and Grogu. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we're getting the big screen debut of Din Djarin and Grogu, the Mandalorian. So we get that up there after 3 seasons of being on Disney Plus. We get Jon Favreau directing the feature film. So yeah, we'll see what it's if it was what it's about, if it's good or bad. So we'll give our ratings at the end, give our goods, our negatives, and and then we'll just jump right into it with Brian real quick of what the movie is actually about.
All right. The evil empire has fallen into imperial warlords remain scattered throughout the galaxy. As the fledgling new republic works to protect everything the rebellion fought for, they enlist the help of the legendary Mandalorian bounty hunter Din Djarin and his young apprentice Grogu. And it's just their adventures.
Okay.
/ Season 4, episode 1 through 4, 7. Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah. So with that being said, we'll start off with some of our, before we get into our negatives, we'll start off with our positives. What you like about this movie, Brandman?
I usually enjoy anything Mandalorian related on some level, and that was really no different here. I thought that it was very competently directed. Jon Favreau is really good. Like he's a very competent director, if I had to sum him up. And the passion for Star Wars is still very much there in his case. I think The Mandalorian is one of the best things to happen to the franchise in years. And I like that there were even elements of it that felt very classic Star Wars, like the like the practical effects, the use of puppets, that sort of thing. I really liked a lot of the locales and different planets that they went to, so it felt very appropriately Star Wars in that regard too. I liked that they showed more of the Hutts. And Jeremy Allen White's character was it was a nice addition, I thought, and it's always fun to watch the relationship between the Mandalorian and Grogu. You know, that was constantly my favorite thing about it. You know, particularly Grogu himself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it kept me entertained. You know, it was a serviceable 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
What about you, Brian? With some of your positives?
Easy. It's family friendly. I brought my kids, and there was no problems at all. They had, they had, a freak. They had, Grogu. They had, family friendly, cool, cute little things that could bring younger Star Wars fans back into the fold. I mean, I always say this about Star Wars: if they focus on the people from the ages of 38 to 55, the franchise will be dead in 10 years. If you really want to have it stay longer and have longevity, you need to focus on the younger people. And I think that's what they did. I think that's a commendable thing. I think it's a smart thing, and I have no problem with that. I think it's very cute. All the things that actually happened are very memorable. I think all the guest spots were perfectly well executed. And it's a light, fun, overall cool movie.
Mm-hmm.
I would say episode, but movie.
Yeah, I know. it's hard. But yeah, for me, the action was really well done. I thought, throughout, because it starts off with a big action scene, with the Imperial Walkers. You get into the gladiator kind of thing, which I enjoyed because there was what was it, the Jark? What the hell was the name of the match? I have it in brain fart. I think it was like the Jark or something like that. Which was a throwback to the chess game, when Chewbacca, was playing on the big chess board kind of thing. Like that's also the name of that game. So all those holograms that were on there were the actual like characters in the gladiator stadium for Rada's last match. So that's like that was kind of cool, like seeing all those like hologram characters be like put on the big screen kind of thing. Even the stadium itself was the board of it. So it's a cool little callback to it. Yeah. But yeah, I personally I liked Rada. I liked him when he was a kid, on in Clone Wars. A lot of people hated him. He was always a mixed character. When Ahsoka called him Stinky, because he burped and squealed all the time. So but I just thought it was always like he was like very different from his dad, even as a baby. So I was kind of curious to see. So that's why when I heard I'm like they're doing Rada, I was like, okay, but I enjoyed it. It was weird, but it was the huts are always weird anyway. So, but just the action, I thought visually for the most part was okay. There were some parts where you're kind of like, that looks weird, but for the most part, I think it looked good. Yeah, that's about it. It was fun. It was a fun time. Yeah. So let's jump into the negatives. Oh, one thing I do got, because I got it ready for this, was I know me and Brian were talking about it earlier. I thought the music was awesome. Because Ludwig like is just great with the music, and I went him down because that Shikari hit when they go to Shikari for the music. I downloaded it. Like I was.
Yeah, that was tight.
Yeah, and then it pops in with the Mando actual music, his little space western. So yeah, I thought it was good to do it soon. So, but I was like, what the fuck? It was like I enjoyed it, but in a weird way, because I was like, okay, this is different. It's different, because like Star Wars is Star Wars, but Mandalorian always had this like space western music, and then this comes on and it's this like space like I don't know, like it's not EDM, but like I don't even know what kind of like it would be techno, I guess space techno kind of thing going on. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, but then we got Relic in the house. What's up? His Mandalorian sucks in it and keeps doing damage. Yeah, I don't know if it sucks, but all right. And then Travis said Rada was awesome. Then when the movie became about Grogu and his buddies, when it was the best time for me with his little Babu freaks. I don't even know what they're called. All right, well, let's jump into the negatives. Brandman, what problems did you have with the movie?
I think that this movie just kind of exists for the sake of it. It didn't need. I don't think it necessarily needed to be made. And if they were to make it almost, I'm almost inclined to say it didn't even need to be in theaters. They could have just put this on. They could have just thrown this on Disney Plus.
Yep.
You know, even though it did stand alone, and you don't really need to watch any of the Mandalorian show to pick up on what's going on. It this could have been just a 2-hour movie on the Plus. It also, I think storyline wise, it really wasn't anything that we haven't seen before. It and yeah, but it was just, and I wasn't necessarily like blown away by anything in it. I was definitely entertained, don't get me wrong, but it as it stands, I was just like, oh, it was fine. And I want more than fine when it comes to Star Wars. I really want to be wowed by everything that comes out from Star Wars, and it just didn't. It was very much just there, you know. I walked out and I'm like, oh, that was very much a movie. You know, I didn't walk out like, oh, that was awesome. I want to go see it again. I was like, I walked out like, huh, it was okay.
Yep.
It was an absolutely serviceable movie, but as a Star Wars fan, I guess that's not good enough for me.
Okay. Well, we got I don't know if you know who this is. We got Clyde.
Hey, Clyde.
That is my father. That's my father, ladies and gentlemen. So,
hey,
yeah.
That's what I'm assuming. Like the last name, I was like, who it is. So,
hi, Dad.
There you go. Appreciate coming in. All right, so I'll get into some more comments after Brian says his piece.
All right. Negatives. It was just an episode. It was just a long episode. It wasn't. I don't even know if it would break it up in the episodes. It was just like maybe 4 episodes together. There are 4 regular episodes with some really cool action. Like Michael Bay could have done some of this stuff because it just was some cool looking stuff, but it wasn't really anything huge to it. You know, it didn't feel very theatrical. I don't know if it felt very cohesive. I'm not exactly sure that was it either. I don't think the characters really grew at all. Like during a movie, you're supposed to have something happens where the characters really grow. And I don't know if they grew. I would say more Grogu than anything. You know, and but it still said like he could have grown more. But it feels more cinematic. I think it would have been a better, bigger villain. I think it's just very simplistic, and they went with the easiest way to make a movie. And I think they could have done more to it. And once again, I did not hate the movie. I just felt like I walked out and I was like, that was okay. It was, like not that I was blown away by anything that happened, not that I was like loving anything that happened, but I also didn't hate anything that happened. It was just like, yeah, okay. That was the movie. And you know, nothing about it made me hate Star Wars nor love it anymore. And I don't think this saves anything because it just keeps the status quo. And I think that's the bad part about Star Wars, is because it hits the status quo. That I don't think you've made it better. I don't think anyone is going to say because of Mandalorian and Grogu, we could get off their back a little bit, and they've been doing good stories. That's just not what it was. It's just okay.
Yeah, totally. And just to kind of build upon that point, it was I feel like the movie was very safe in its execution.
Yeah. Oh,
it you know
it was simple.
it was very simple. It didn't really do anything new with the content, or it was just it was basically your standard Mandalorian story. They didn't really do anything new or fresh with it. And if you're making that leap from streaming to cinema, this was really the chance to go big with it. And what's frustrating is that Jon Favreau certainly can. Like I said, he's a very, very competent filmmaker. And The Mandalorian, when it first showed up on the scene, was the breath of fresh air that we needed in the Star Wars franchise. So I was expecting him to take things further with this when I heard it. They're making a movie. I thought that was kind of a given. That's what I had automatically assumed was inevitably going to happen. And the fact that they played it very safe with this, and it didn't really do anything differently than the show already has, was or that it didn't do anything different. Yeah, I thought I was mincing my words. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was just kind of mildly frustrating in that regard that it didn't really do anything new.
Yeah, I agree. Before we move on, Travis dropped the super chat. Not really movie related, but very important. He said, not a place to get sappy, but watching you guys all these few years never gets old, and is a highlight of the week. And Brandon, you do your dad proud. You're doing great things.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We thanks, man. I appreciate that,
Travis. Yeah.
We
we try to not get too repetitive, because if anything, like this movie is a good example of like us not just loving something or hating something because everyone else does, but we appreciate that, man. We try to have fun with you guys and talk about all the new stuff. So yeah, definitely if you're entertained, it's your highlight. Is definitely our highlight of the week, is coming in and hanging out with you guys and talking nerdy stuff and fun movie stuff. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So appreciate that. Since we're talking Star Wars, we'll I don't know if we'll do this one. There you go.
I love that.
So appreciate the very kind words, man. Even Mama Bear said
for sure.
So thank you, Travis, for the super chat. You guys are awesome. If you're watching on the replay, you guys can come and join us and be part of the live chat and let us know your thoughts of the topic we're talking about. Drop some super chats and stuff like that. So appreciate you guys so much for stuff like that. Thank you, Travis. But anything else, Brian?
No, I mean, I would say that's mostly it. I mean, just thought it was very simple. It wasn't too much. It was. I thought some of the CGI wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. It didn't feel cinematic ever. Just nothing about it felt cinematic to me. I thought it very simple villain. Everything's just, you did it really easy. You did the easy way out, and you didn't make it feel like a movie. And that's the biggest crime.
Yeah, agree. And bring up the last relic. Said the problem with the movie has zero purpose within the story. Nothing has happened truly affected by any of the main characters moving forward. I definitely see that. And some other ones bring up in a few minutes. But Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, a few negatives for me was I feel like as much as I did like Rada, they should have done a split of practical with CGI, and having him just be CGI the whole time was like cool, I guess. Yeah, I get it, but also like there's times where you could have had like an actual like Jabba the Hutt kind of looking like, you know, puppet there. That would have been cool, you know. Especially like, you know, the technology from doing Jabba just sitting there to like now, you know, you could have done something cool with that, you know, because he did a little Babu Freaks, he did, you know, Grogu, you know, and a lot of these other characters, you know, are, you know, split CGI and practical. So that I thought it was a little long, you know, because by the end I was like, okay, like we're getting through this, you know, but never bored. It was just like that. And I think when walking out, you know, kind of like Brandman, I was like, oh, that was fun, cool, you know, but it's not nothing. I was like, oh man, then this, and then they did this. It was just like, oh, you know, cool, you know, fun time. But yeah, just little things, you know, that were like kind of going through it, you know, like kind of like Relic said, nothing really changed. Besides Grogu kind of growing up a little bit, you know, kind of like Brian said. So character wise, you know, stuff like that, but it just felt like season 4, you know, and it felt like season 4 because this was going to be season 4. You know, Jon Favreau was writing this to be season 4 when they approached him like, hey, we're making a movie. So, you know, very much like the second Moana movie, like, you know, the issue was you turned a show into a movie, and there are some feelings of that. You know, there's a lot of feelings. I know me and Brian were talking about it offline. There's a lot of feelings of like, hey, you can't play with these things yet because I have plans, you know, down the road with it, you know, because you could have easily turned Mandalorian and Grogu into like, you know, 50 years in the future, where Grogu is not a child like that anymore. He's more of a badass, you know. But I get you want to kind of build to that, you know, and I think eventually we're going to get to that kind of point, you know. I wish we got a little bit more. Hey, maybe Baby Yoda needs to have more, you know, force training a little bit. Maybe he realizes he's like, oh, I can be both, you know. So, but maybe we get to that later. This felt very, like you guys said, very safe, very easy. I know Lauren said it, Brian said it. It's for the kids. It's for selling toys. You know, you had to bring back the Razor Crest because that's a badass ship. So they brought that back, you know, in a very easy way, you know. So yeah, you know, and you just made Grogu look cooler by putting the big, you know, the big Mandalorian medallion kind of on his chest, and, you know, makes it tight, and he's a little badass with his little paintball, you know, laser wrist, whatever thing. So, but, you know, it was fun, but didn't mean a lot into the bigger universe, you know. So whether that's good or bad for you, because I know Mandalorian in general didn't do too much besides season 2. You know, but yeah, I would say it's better than season 3. Not as good as season 2. Probably not as good as season 1. So, yeah. So it was missing the cinematicness of it all, like Brian was saying. You know, it's just, if it's a movie, it should feel cinematic, and it felt like season 4. Whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know, but for me, it wasn't the best when it came to stuff like that. Lauren said originally made for Disney Plus, but Mandalorian and Grogu looked more polished. It did. It looked more polished than a TV show,
but not as epic as a movie.
As a movie, exactly. Yeah. Who hated Baby Yoda? No one. You know, and definitely, I think Grogu was definitely a good part of the movie. Like, you know, he definitely made the movie more entertaining being there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Travis said the shot that kind of brought the movie into perspective is the end, Mando swimming while pulling Grogu and the Azilians that's there and right off to safety, them representing the 3 trilogies, all important. Oh, I didn't. That is interesting. I did not think about that. Baby, Grogu, Yoda, prequels, the sequels with the Babu Freaks, and the originals with, a hut. That's interesting. I like that. It's a cool.
Yes, that's not really the sequel.
What's that?
The sequels?
The Babu Freaks? Oh, they were introduced in the sequels. I mean, they're not like the main part of it, but neither were the hut. The huts weren't like the main part, but they were part of the original. Yeah, they were part of the original run. And then obviously Grogu being Yoda, being in the prequels. So yeah, it's a cool little symbolism if you want to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like that. Yeah, Fernando said this movie felt like 5 episodes put together to make a movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So I know you guys got some more comments. We'll get into them. Let's finish up with our ratings for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Oh, there we go. We'll start off with Brandman. What are you giving it now, later, or never?
I'm gonna have to give this a later. It was absolutely fine. It just didn't need to be in theaters. They could have just put this on Disney Plus. It didn't even bring anything new to the table when it really needed to. If they were going for a theatrical release, like I said, it was very by the numbers and safe. And I don't really want that from Star Wars, especially something that appeared on the scene as fresh as The Mandalorian when it came out years back. That it's one of the things from Star Wars, newer Star Wars content that I've, for the most part, consistently liked. So they really needed to bring their A game, so to speak, and unfortunately they didn't. But as it stands, it's totally fine. It's totally serviceable. It's totally watchable. It was just nothing new. So that said, you don't need to rush out to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, it's a later for me.
All right. What about you, Brian? What you giving it?
Later. This is not even a question. To me, it was nothing big happened. It just didn't feel like Star Wars should feel epic. Not one time did I feel like this movie was epic. And I'm just like, okay, and I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. And that's not a feeling I want to feel coming out of Star Wars. And for me, it's just a later. If I know what I knew then when I knew now, I probably wouldn't have watched it. I just would have waited to get on Disney Plus, which I think would be a big Disney Plus thing.
Yeah. And for me, I had a lot of fun with it, but I still got to give it a later because it felt, like I said, it felt like a season. So if you didn't see it this weekend, there's no rush to see it. If you want to wait till it's actually streaming, because it's going to be streaming like in 45 days. In July, it's going to be on Disney Plus. So you can wait. Having a fun time is fine. I mean, you can have a fun time at home watching it. It's kind of this depends. There's nothing that happens on the big screen where you're like, you got to see that on the big screen. Like Brian said, there's no cinematic feeling to it all. But so just for that, I would have to give it a later. But I do gotta say, I had fun. I remember walking out, I'm like, that was a fun movie. I'm like, it's not a great movie. It's not a movie where I'm like, you gotta go see it right now. No, it's a later. Watch it at home. Watch it next weekend if you want to go see it with your kids or something like that. But it's a later.
One thing that I will say about it that I really, probably one of my favorite things about it were the first 10 minutes of it. I thought the opening was awesome. It was kind of it kind of set the tone, or set a potential tone. But that if I had to select a standout scene, it was the opening. I really enjoyed the way that they kicked things off.
100%. That was, I won't say the best part of the movie, but it was a good start to it where like that was a really good opening scene. And it felt very like Mandalorian. Like he goes in, kicks ass, blows up shit, and then then the plot starts, but it just starts off with him being like, like yeehaw, he even says the line, he goes, you're coming with me cold or warm or whatever the hell he said, his little thing he did in season 1, so yeah. So, but for Star Wars, it's such a mixed bag when it comes to things, because it all depends on how you look at it box office wise. Some people are saying it's a failure in the box office because it only made 165 million, opening weekend worldwide.
It made $165 million, and it passed most people's projections.
Yeah. But the other thing too is, so it is technically just the 3-day weekend, not including Memorial Day. It's at 81, and that's going to be the number I think that it's going to be compared to other things, because that's technically lower than Solo, because Solo was like 85, I think, or something like that. I think it was 86. Yeah. So technically it's that, but it get the holiday weekend, so it was like at 100 domestically. But also, it's the lowest. It was the lowest opening for a Disney Star Wars movie, but it's also the cheapest. It's the lowest budget movie Disney Star Wars has made. Because I think
and they stopped marketing. The marketing was a lot less than what they usually do. Usually, marketing is 2.5 times their budget. It was not this time.
No, they went fairly cheap with the budget. Yeah. Or not with the budget, with the marketing, so because I think Rogue One would have been the other cheapest one, and I think that was about 200, and then everything else was 250 plus, so this being, 100 mil cheaper ish, so it all depends on how you want to look at it. It made back its budget the first weekend, so the movie's going to make money. It's going to be profitable. It's just, when you compare it to other Star Wars things,
if you think this is going to change Star Wars or save Star Wars, it's not. It's not.
Right. I mean, maybe this franchise will later, but with this movie, it didn't do anything, and it's kind of scary, because now are we worried about the Starfighter with Ryan Gosling? What's gonna happen there? What's gonna happen with Ahsoka season 2? There's just a lot in the air, and I think there's a lot of damage control that needs to happen. And doing a safe movie, it's gonna make you money, but it's not gonna prepare you for the future. So, man, like I said, box office wise, you can look at it either way. I saw articles from a few news. They were like, it's ways earlier. Yeah, exactly. And then somebody else was like, oh, it's a pretty good projections and stuff like that. So it all depends how you want to look at it. It's the lowest Disney Star Wars ever, but also, it beat its projection. It made its money back opening weekend, So yeah, it's how it's going to get broken down, But then we'll finish off with Rotten Tomatoes, because that one's kind of a surprise. Where is it? Mandalorian and Grogu, Rotten Tomatoes. Bring it up. Sorry, I didn't bring it up earlier. So the critics is at a 62%. That's about where I figured the critics were going to be at. The audience is one where I was going to be really interested. I'm like, it's either going to be like high or it's going to be low. And it's at an 88%, which is not bad. It's not bad,
Over 5,000 verified review ratings. And it makes sense. Yeah.
That's not bad. So could have been better. Sure. It could have been worse. Hell, yeah, it could have been way worse. So for the most part, 88% is a pretty good number, with fans enjoying it. But I think it's going to be like a lot like us. Like, it's like, it was good. It was fine. I had fun. And then that's it. That's the end of the conversation, Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It's not making $1 billion.
I want to see it make 500. I think that's
can
why
see that.
I called 500.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure. I can see somewhere 500 to 600, somewhere right around the 550. I think is a good number where it'll be at. You know, which for the budget is a success. For Star Wars film,
it's a failure. Super.
You know, yeah. So it all depends on how you want to look at it, but yeah. But cool. Yeah, we'll finish off that review. If you're live, stick around. We're gonna get to all your comments. I know you guys are talking about it a lot in the comment section. But we appreciate all you guys coming in with the replay. We want to hear from you guys. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Somewhere in the middle. You have some bad parts, some favorite parts. Just let us know. Let's chit chat about it because I do want to talk to people about this. You know, whether you like it or dislike it. I'm kind of curious to see what people think. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down below, Brand Man, and come and join us when we talk about more Star Wars. We're always talking about stuff, always. So we're talking Star Wars movie reviews, trailer reactions, TV shows, and stuff like that. We got Ahsoka season 2 coming out sometime soon. You know, so yeah, there's still a lot more Star Wars to talk about. So. But yeah, we appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. We appreciate all you guys in the live chat. Stick around because we're going to move on to all of your comments right now. All right. Probably not gonna go through every single comment because you guys are coming with it. Star Wars Starfighter does bad. That's not a good sign.
That could be beginning of the end for Star Wars.
Yeah. But also but that's a movie that was started off as a movie, you know? So like when your mind frame goes from like, oh, I'm making a movie to I'm making a show, you know, it plays into it a little bit, you know? Also, I think they're going to promote the living hell out of that with Ryan Gosling, you know, especially like, oh, here's the space dude that you loved in Project Hail Mary. He's doing a Star Wars thing now. Yeah, you know, it's like, and you guys love Mandalorian, right? But here's Mandalorian where he doesn't wear a helmet the whole time. You know, so yeah, so but it is going to be a big thing. You know, if it does good, then maybe you know Filoni's got something going on. If it does bad.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Ken in space. Also, I saw a montage video of Ryan Gosling doing his scream, and I never realized he screamed a lot. and it was very much like the same kind of scream, and it's hilarious. It's pretty funny. I'm like, I hope he does that in the Star Wars movie.
I'm trying to remember his scream now.
It's a very exaggerated. He does it in Barbie, and that's the most exaggerated version of the scream. But look it up. It's like a 30-second like reel of him just screaming, and it's pretty funny.
I would have to look that up because the main movie that I remember him screaming in was this movie that he made back in the early 2000s called Murder by Numbers. Sandra Bullock was in it, and he played like he was psychotic in it, and he does like this shrill like. Actually, no. I pulled up the compilation just now. Yeah, his screams like that in Murder by Numbers. So just watch.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's kind of like however it's the same scream, and the only thing that changes is like his eyes. You know, but it's the same scream, which is crazy. But yeah. Oh man. Let's see. It said if Ahsoka viewership is low for season 2, maybe there's a Disney Plus problem.
That things can't feel like Disney Plus. I mean, and that's a big thing.
Yeah,
everything feels that way now.
Yeah, you know, and that's kind of an issue too with going into this movie, even if it started off as a movie rather than as writing as a season. You already have 3 seasons, so you already programmed the viewers to view these characters as small screen characters. So now you can put them on the big screen. It's hard to get out of that box once you put them in that box.
Yep. You're right.
And that's why I don't think I brought it up, but this is what I expected. I expected another season of Mando, and that's what I got. So that's why I'm not like crazy disappointed or anything. But yeah. So I don't know. They Disney needs to figure out is like, do you want to be a TV show franchise or do you want to be a movie franchise?
Step going only one and half of the other, and kind of failing at both.
Yeah. Seriously, failing at both is the big problem. Yeah. Oh man, some people may have not seen the Mando show. Yeah, 100%. I agree. But for the most part, I think for Star Wars fans, which are a lot of them, yeah. Oh shit, I remember that movie. A few other ones. Disney moved a lot of content from Disney Plus space back in theaters to not lose money. Yeah. They're trying to fix that Bob Chapek problem. So we'll see how that plays out. See, I'm going backwards, so if I read something out of order, my bad. My audience was pretty quiet for the first half, but once the dog took one of the zillion, I heard a gasp around me. From that point, they reacted a lot. I think the movie got relatable. There's a few parts where I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna see some like crazy killing. They imply, especially after the gladiator scene when they all went out into the world, and me and Brian were talking about, I was like, they implied a lot of killing, but they never showed it.
And they didn't show not one dead body, which I don't think they necessarily had to. But if you're gonna focus on kids, this is the way you do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of screaming because there's no way that centipede thing with the little, spiky tongue went into that train and not kill everybody. Like there should have been blood just like pouring out of the windows at that point, because like that was just a murder box for that thing just to kill. So yeah. Because even then I'm like, oh shit, man! Like these things are gonna kill everybody, and they didn't show a single one getting killed.
No death at all, basically.
Yeah. And same thing with the dog. When the dog got him, I'm like, is he gonna eat it? Is he gonna eat free? It was like, no, he just messed with them. I was like, oh man, yeah. Both Star Wars, Star Trek are really bad shape right now.
I think yes.
More Star Wars than Star Trek, I think.
Yeah, I think they're good movies. Star Trek, they're fine.
Yeah. Surprised how packed the theater was. Yeah, mine. I went at 10 in the morning. It was about a third full for a small IMAX.
Mine was empty. There's only 7 of us.
That's crazy.
No, mine was pretty full. Yeah. I went to an IMAX screening at like early afternoon, like around noon.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty early still.
Yeah.
Mom bear said, I have no concerns about Star Wars. Mind you, I don't watch it. But you know what? You're the kind of person that Star Wars is trying to go after, because I hate to say it, but it's like fans are going to watch it no matter what, whether you hate it or like it. I think you're going to watch it just because you're a fan of it. So you're trying to get the normies too, so you're trying to get people that don't usually watch it,
Let's call Mama Bear a normie.
Well, when it comes to Star Wars, normie in general, no. The very opposite. With this fan base, yeah,
exactly.
But you know what? Everyone's a normie in some fan base. I'll say that.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah.
Not everyone can be a super nerd and like I know everything about every nerdy thing.
And anyone who says that is wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Even 3 years ago, boom.
We gotta go wrap this up because I'm gonna
fall asleep. Yeah. But oh man, we appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. That's you. Love Star Wars games though. You're gonna find something. Yeah.
They don't have some more stuff.
This is the best way to put it, Lawrence. They don't want to piss off
Exactly.
conservatives or liberals. So you gotta play it right in the middle, and this was the best way to play it safe.
Yep.
You literally don't want to get it too political. Granted, it being Star Wars, it's already political. So you really, they did really play it safe. Yeah. Because I'm used to a lot of Star Wars fans. The fanboys turned me off of it.
That's normal. I mean,
yeah,
the fanboys have been almost unbearable, and it sucks.
Yeah. Speaking of fanboys, watch the movie Fanboys. That's awesome. It is a Star Wars movie, not about Star Wars though, but it's around Star Wars. I love that movie so much. Fanboys is such a great movie. Also, you get Kristen Bell in like the slave Leia outfit. So
sure do.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that. So, but it is a fun movie. I love that movie so much. Yeah. And then one of the best quotes is like, maybe it's not about the CGI or the puppets. Maybe it's about a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to hear that then.
Yeah. Yeah. Have Lucasfilm guys watch Fanboys. Like, remember, this is how it used to be. Can we get back to that? Can we get back to this, like, this level of excitement? Yeah. Ray Park is in it, or Ray Parker, whatever. Darth Maul, he's in it. Mm-hmm. So definitely got to watch it for that. Yeah. All right, but let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And playing safe. It's time to
take some risk and make it an epic movie. Yes, I agree.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see whatever they decide to do next. But yeah, we're falling asleep. Appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us. We'll be back Thursday. Talking about some more stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the fun.
Yeah.
Because you know what? What starts? Spider Noir.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure. So we got that to look forward to. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's get out of here. That's how you know I'm getting tired, because I start rambling. Night, good stream. Appreciate it. Fanboys chased off George Lucas. That's hilarious, because that's 100% correct. All right. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Have a good night. Have a good week. Short week. Only 4 days left, which is awesome. So enjoy it. But we will be back Thursday. Make sure you check out Brian. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're gonna do something with Hanzo.
We're gonna do some From stream. We're gonna do we got Fans the Boys overall, the deep dive, and we gotta get ready for Saturday, the rewind, and then more From. Let's go.
Yep. So make sure you go check that out. And they're talking about the Terror now. So yeah, definitely a good show. At least the first 2 seasons. I assume the third season. Brian's saying the third season's good so far.
It's fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Right. So, but yeah, we appreciate you guys. We will see you guys later. Have a good night.
Peace.
See you guys.